in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Do their job. Cream Pie.
You'd have to quit your job, Bubba. I mean, it'd be full time.
Cream Pie Kitty is a nurse during the day and OnlyFans at night. Velvet Barbie 71. She's a day trader, stockbroker, day trader by day. OnlyFans by night.
Right. I'm a firefighter and I'm an OnlyFans at night. Come on.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Thursday, October 9, 2025. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, and it's nice. It goes from feast to famine. Sometimes it's just me and you in here.
Yes.
Which has kind of got a different vibe, which I don't mind.
It does.
And then we got a full studio. And it usually evolves around Seth Kushner's availability. Seth Kushner made the trek from Orlando. I think his exact quote is, I think I've spent one day too many in Apopka.
Yeah, that's I'm a Sunbelt man now.
But he's, I don't know if Orlando has ruggeded him up or something, but even Babyface was like, man, you look like a real rugged dude. If you were like in the snow, you'd be camouflaged.
He drove the skid steer all the way from Apopka to here.
Actually, I'll do you better. He drove one of those high reach,
one
of those scissor lifts. You know what I'm saying? And he had to lower it to go over the overpass, and then he had to higher it back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Can you imagine seeing Seth work heavy equipment would be just so odd, would it not?
No, I don't think so.
I think it feels just.
I think he would quickly look like a heavy equipment operator.
I would love to get him. Get like a couple. Like at the track, we just got piles of dirt laying around. Like we're a dirt track, so we have piles of dirt in case we got to throw some on the track. Just to get Seth to go like, okay, go scoop that dirt up and move it. And then go dump it over here.
Well, it'd be funny to see you in a batting cage, okay? There's a lot of funny things that we could all be doing.
I think these all sound like phenomenal ideas. We need to make all of these things happen.
Bubba did, what was that, 2 years ago? He did live batting practice at the Yankees.
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
Exceptional.
Probably. Hold on.
They weren't whipping it 80 miles an hour like they are at Celebration Station.
Probably second best to Lummy.
Yes, he was better than Dr. Dan.
I'm going to start calling him Lummy Levitt over here, the way he's your press secretary.
I thought you were alluding to Jim Levitt. He was going to end up shaking the crap out of me and beating the crap out of me.
Taking Merch Chris first.
So anyway, listen, Brian, the babyface Matroni in studio. Seth Kushner in studio. Me and Lummy, of course, in studio. Macho Man here. I feel like it's almost Christmas where the family is all visiting, and we're gonna have a great time.
It is. Today's like Christmas.
It is like Christmas. Thank you so much. So anyway, we were bullcrap, just kind of BSing before the show started.
We were doing this game called like, what have you been whacking off to lately? And Brian piped up first.
That's actually what the game's called.
Yeah.
What have you been whacking off to lately?
And Brian was like, hey, hold on, I got something.
What have you been whacking off to lately? Ooh.
Who sings the original?
Janet Jackson.
Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Was it from the Rhythm Nation or the 1814 album?
I'm going to go with Rhythm Nation, but I'm not certain.
Well, boy, talk about somebody that has totally disappeared.
You know what was funny is I mentioned this about like 3 weeks ago to my wife or a month. Swear to God, just Janet Jackson came up, and then she was immediately in a news story about her, like something with her birthday or something. I don't know.
She is like after Michael died.
And the Super Bowl.
But I think Michael died after the Super Bowl.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
She had a kid. I mean, like,
did she have a kid?
Yeah.
It's off of Control, the 86 album Control.
Yeah. Well, give me some other hits on that. Rhythm Nation. Was it Rhythm? No.
Rhythm Nation was its own.
Yeah, that was Rhythm Nation, I think, was like 1988, 89, because that's when I was in Chicago. I often equate songs to where I was in my radio career.
Do you think anybody's naming their babies Janet anymore?
No, I don't think so. No.
That's a problem.
And I think the only reason Janet got named Janet is because they were going with all J's. Remember they had Jermaine and they had
Joe was the dad.
Michael.
Tito?
Yeah, I guess they weren't going all with J's. Michael.
Yeah.
Poor Michael.
LaToya.
LaToya. She was actually, for a minute, kind of hot. LaToya, for a minute, was kind of hot, but she always had to live in Janet's shadow of, not having the talent that Janet did.
And she went super small nose.
Yeah, she went super small nose.
Their dad must have really been on them about having big noses.
Joe Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's confirmed reports that he would beat their kids. Like after a performance when the Jackson 5 would come off stage, and if he thought that, Jermaine or one of the lesser talent, really the only one that was talented was Michael. That's it. He carried the whole deal. So, but I guess Joe would whip ass in the back. If Jermaine or whoever, was it Dupree? I think they had was it Dupree?
Jermaine Dupree?
No, I thought there was a Dupree Jackson. Maybe not. I don't know. Can you name the Jackson 5?
No, but you can't start making them up.
Randy, Jack,
hold on,
Marlon.
Hold on now. Go slower. What now? Michael.
Tito. Randy. Jackie. And Marlon.
They had 10 kids, though. There's a Robbie Jackson. Can
you imagine those poor kids who never got to hit the stage?
Marlon?
They were probably the ones, Brian, that had to bring the equipment and wired it all up and stuff, right?
Yeah, Robbie, Marlon, Brandon.
And then Janet, LaToya.
Marlon, I guess, died at birth. Brandon died at birth.
So how many total?
Shortly thereafter.
There were
10 total, but only 9 lived past the age of 1.
So one might have been like a infant death kind of deal.
It was an early death.
Right. So 9, and then the Jackson 5.
Well, and then Joe had another one. He popped out, Giovanni Jackson, with somebody else a little bit later, about 8 years after.
Man, I've been to their Gary home, where they were born and raised in Gary, and I swear to God, it's about the size of this studio.
Gary!
All roads lead back to Indiana.
Yeah, they do. So anyway, we were playing this new game early on, What Are You Jerking To Lately? And Brian, just out of nowhere, goes, have you guys seen the new Kris Jenner plastic surgery pic? And we're like, no, because that's not what that's not what we're masturbating to. Me and Lummy are masturbating to. Actually, Lummy, a lot of Bubba Army are masturbating to my new OnlyFans. Yeah, the new resurgence of my OnlyFans. My God, it's been blowing up. We got those 6 Bubba Army MILFs.
I was promised a free passcode that never materialized.
Brian, I swear to God, I got to learn how to do that. I'm not good at OnlyFans, and so I need to get you everybody here a free pass.
I'm up to my neck in knives, but I can't get some whack material.
I got every knife that you ever made and every bottle of cologne, and I got a pair of shoes laying around here, and I got a lunch box and a backpack and a tactical bag.
I can't even find half the stuff because it's camoed.
Right, but all I really wanted was a passcode, a free passcode to your OnlyFans account, and I can't get it.
Nope.
Anyway, our onlyfans.com/The Bubba Army. I'm going to talk a little bit about that a little bit later today. I started this, so we only have a limited supply of what we have left in the hopper from back in the day stuff. The stripper stuff when we were on Sirius XM, the Sibian, the Janessa Brazil, the Asa Akira, the Stormy Daniels, the 2000. I just posted a new one this morning of the 2001 strippers taking a topless shower at the Clem Gym.
Nice.
But there's only so much of that I have left, and I don't have a lot of it left. So this dude gets a hold of me. He's Bubba Army. I think he lives, I don't know, like somewhere, like maybe in Maryland or something. And he's like, hey, listen, my wife is an OnlyFans woman, and her name is Candy K8. And she would like, to kind of give you some pictures. And she's a MILF. And she, like 35 plus with a kid maybe. And she's like, I'd like to give you some content of her stuff. And then you tag, put her tag on there so that your Bubba Army can, one, enjoy some of her content that you post on your page, but can also have a link to go and look at her real naughty stuff. So I'm like, yeah, that would be kind of cool because it's something outside of my world. Like, everybody, for the most part, everybody has seen all of my stuff, all my videos and stuff like that. But I need organic, amateur, non-pro, girl next door MILFs, because that's what I'm into. If we talk about like what we've been jerking to, like I'm into MILFs. That's what I'm into. Call me a dirty bastard, but I am into MILFs.
I don't kink shame anyone.
Yeah, and especially MILFs. I got to think that maybe you might be into them too.
I love all women. Women are beautiful.
So this Jeremy guy, the husband of Candy K8, says, hey, I kind of know, from helping my wife do her page and stuff like that, doing shoots and stuff. I can reach out to some of these MILFs, that are, now here's what I don't want. Some girl on OnlyFans that's established herself and she's got like 5, 6, 8, 10,000 followers and she doesn't really need my help. I don't need her. She doesn't need me. She's well on her way. But there's a lot of MILFs that are out there that have like, 100, 200 fans, and the exposure we could give them by being on our OnlyFans and in conjunction with talking about it on the show could probably help them out. And I think, Lummy, we're up to 6 or 7 girls.
Yeah, I think 7.
Yeah. So
I saw a lady advertising on the back of her car on the way home from Orlando yesterday. It said, OnlyFans, dirty Jeep wife. Do you have her?
Are you serious?
Yeah. I thought that could be good.
That could be a hell of a bird dog for you.
Yeah, but who's into looking at like mud-covered Jeeps?
Well, maybe she's like,
no, she's on them.
Having sex.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm just not into like looking at pictures of dirty Wranglers.
I'm going to have to look that up, Seth. So I think I got like 6. I got a new one yesterday, Vividly Vixen. And Lummy, I put a couple pictures of her up.
Who's got the best name so far?
Oh, who was the cream girl?
Yes.
The cream machine?
No. We got, let me see. We got, the best name so far in our
stable,
in our stable, it would be here. I got them right here. Let me would be probably, we got Velvet Barbie 71. She's a MILF. We got Candy K8. We got Juicy Buns MJ. Here's probably
MJ. Oh man.
Here's probably the best name. You ready? Cream Pie Kitty.
Well, that's a name.
Cream Pie Kitty. We got Sunny Days, and then we got Vividly Vixen. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6. And they all have been providing me with content that I'm slowly trickulating onto our page. Now, hold on. Wait for it. here's what I'm planning on, Brian and Seth and Lummy. I'm planning on doing a Bubba Army MILF content house. And bringing like...
We do yoga there and dodgeball?
No.
Oh.
Way different things. Like, girl-on-girl scenes, topless by the pool, things like that. Taking them to the beach one day.
You can call it the Barp House.
No, it's just going to be...
Instead of the Bop Out? Never mind.
No, it's not going to be the Barp House. It's going to be Bubba Army's Milfomania house is what it's going to be. Bubba Army's Milfomania. That's what we're running, Lummy. That's officially what we're calling it.
Milfomania is running wild.
Yeah. But the Bubba Army's Milfomania, and my buddy Jeremy and Candy. Candy, thank you so much for being the very first girl in to start this. I already got 6. I'm looking, but here's the thing. Like, I was talking to Jeremy yesterday, and he's like, we could get like 20 chicks. I'm like, I think smaller is better. I think controlling 20 chicks would be like herding wild cats. I think you got to get like 6 of them.
Into the house?
Yeah.
20 women in a house is a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
good luck getting some bathroom time.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking about maybe doing multiple ones of these, but doing them in increments of like 6 to 8 chicks. And then let me like having like, kind of like we had various things planned for the content house, have various things planned for, them, like, a strap-on scene, a Sibian scene, a monkey rocker scene. And then, Brian, I could actually do a podcast there and interview them all, too.
Yeah.
Like with clothes on, of course. But,
of course, but there's closing optional, right?
And then let me get like, no. I mean, we want to post it probably.
On YouTube,
okay.
Yeah.
Not just for OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I
but
gotcha.
like, that would be part of their that would be part of their responsibility. You have to do a podcast with Bubba, which is just basically going to be like a kind of a timeline of your life and how did you get into OnlyFans. And then you got to do a couple of naughty scenes, like maybe it's a self-masturbatory scene. Maybe it's you doing the monkey rocker. Maybe it's you with a strap on and another girl. Something like that.
You got to keep like the location of the house and stuff on the DL though, because a lot of the people renting Airbnbs for this, they don't want that happening at their place.
I know. I will. Yeah, very much so.
You got to watch out for those Ring doorbell cams.
I'm probably gonna have you probably try to maybe help because I know you're the king of Airbnb, so I might lean on you a little bit as a friend to help me maybe navigate through the Airbnb process.
Oh, because Heather Spin Instructor said it would be perfect to do it at your old house since that's an Airbnb now.
My old house is an Airbnb.
That's what
now.
he said.
You're within the bylaws of the HOA that they didn't allow that.
They may have bent the rules now or changed them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lummy, can they tell me how much it is?
Yeah, let's try to find it.
Yeah, it's probably way too expensive. Probably like $6,000 a night, something like that. So anyway, then Brian, on Saturday night. Or on Saturday, I'm thinking about doing it like during spring break. Then like on Saturday, take them all to the beach. Now they all got matching Bubba Army MILF Mania bikinis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take them to the beach on Saturday. And then Saturday night, get one of those, like buses, like, people mover buses and take them to, like a nightclub and have, do that kind of deal. What do you think? I think it would be good.
Yeah. I mean, who's running the cameras? What's the logistics on this? Mach is there, or
this is day 2. We're on day 2 right now. we're on day 2.
Are you hosting it the whole time?
What do you mean?
Are you there at the house with them,
talking to them, getting them to do the stuff you want them to do?
Oh yeah. Me and Jeremy are.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Jeremy are the producers of this whole thing, and Candy. Because a lot of times these girls will respond to a girl doing the orders, kind of bossing them around more so than a dude.
So you think Merch Crick's going to need to be involved in this?
Yeah. Merch Crick's going to definitely be involved on coordinating and things like that. So anyway, Jeremy and I'll
and that's coming this spring?
Yeah, this spring. I mean, I got 6 chicks already. I like to get like 12 and pick.
Man, that's a lot.
What?
12's a lot.
No, but do it in two different times.
You should let them do like a draft. Like pick 2 captains, and then they get to pick which girls they want to on their team.
Now, here's the other thing.
Like turn some competitions out of it.
And then here's the other thing, Brian, that we're going to offer the girls. Like, we'll give you that, like, whatever content that you shoot, we'll give it to you to post. Like, it's not just we're going to share it. So, they can put it on their page too. It's just not just for us. It's we're shooting content that they can share in, so they can put it on their page. So anyway, I spent a lot of time talking to Jeremy and Candy on the phone yesterday trying to work this out. And Jeremy's got a couple more chicks that he's talking to right now, a couple more MILFs to join the Bubba Army's MILF Mania is officially what it's called.
MILF Mania.
Yeah, right. No, Bubba Army's MILF Mania. And you got to make Army plural. Bubba Army's.
Well, possessive.
Yeah, possessive. Yeah. Thank you.
There's only one Bubba. Armies would be ARMIES, but we want ARMY''S.
Right.
Okay.
Bubba Armies.
We only get one shot at this.
MILF Mania. Okay, Lummy?
Perfect.
That's what it is. Hello, who's this?
Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Mark from Cocoa.
Hi, Mark from Cocoa.
Hey, speaking of your OnlyFans, my old lady's in England for 2 weeks visiting her parents, and
can I tell you
so
something?
Can
Can I tell you something, sir? Can I just
yes, sir.
And don't get mad at me, but I cringe when men call their women their old lady.
Hold on. When you were on the phone with the released convict from Pinellas the other day, you kept calling her old girl all the entire call. Old girl got a little loud, and you yoked the old girl up, and it wasn't, you
That's different.
How is that different?
It's just to
All right,
me.
well, my old girl's in England for 2 weeks.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit more about old girl.
Oh, she's in England, and I'm 2 weeks a bachelor now. But anyway, speaking of your OnlyFans, I was on a website of ill repute last night, and guess who I ran into?
Who?
Velvet Barbie.
Oh, nice. She's one of
And
my.
dude, when I saw that, I'm like, man, that can't be the same girl. There's no way. And I popped in there and I said, hey, are you the one on Bubba's OnlyFans?
It's a
and it was her, man.
It was a cam thing.
Yeah.
He was on one of those cam.
Yeah, she was
Yeah, dude.
She was camming or something.
I mean, what are the odds of that,
I
man?
know. Did you ask her? Are you one of Bubba Army MILF Mania?
I've got it here, sir.
Oh, yeah, dude.
2.9%,
She put
sir.
you over big time.
When she? Oh, great. So she said, "Yeah, I am on the MILF page of Bubba, the Bubba OnlyFans gimmick." And how did she? And how did she?
It was her, man. And hey, she's a smoke show, dude. She's worth the price of admission alone, man.
Well, yeah, there you go.
What was the price of admission, sir? How much a minute did you pay?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about your OnlyFans. I didn't give her nothing yesterday.
Well, I mean,
I was gawking at her.
Well, they love guys like you.
Yeah, I mean, then you laugh about it
I'm telling you.
like a real asshole.
They love the look you lose.
I mean, how much would it hurt a fella to throw her, $10 or $20?
Well, he's giving you 10, it sounds
My,
like.
my old lady would leave me if she saw that on the credit card.
Now, is your girl? Is she?
Brian, you just nailed it, Brian.
Greg D, $20.
You laugh at all your own stuff, my friend. Now, does your wife have an OnlyFans account?
No,
Oh,
not that
okay.
I know of.
Well, the next time that you see Velvet Barbie 71, instead of laughing like Barney Rubble, why don't you give her $10 or $15 and tell her that you appreciate her being Bubba Army? Okay, buddy?
Will do. Hey, is there any chance you can get Merch Crick in on this
No.
content house? Because that's a pair of...
See you later, buddy. No.
Jeez.
No. Just a hard no. Merch Crick will help me organize it, and when I do the MILF Mania, Bubba Army's MILF Mania content house, when I do it, Merch Crick will be by my side. Her and Candy K8 will be like the girl liaison reps, and me and Jeremy will probably be working the cameras. and things like that.
You're a camera worker all of a sudden.
I can be.
Hey,
I can be, buddy.
Did you? I know it was Merch
He's a
Crick's.
producer.
I know it was Merch Crick's birthday last night. Did you lay that dick down for her or what?
Whoa.
Seth, I
Seth
actually
forgot broadcast rules.
What?
Seth, I actually dumped
Oh,
that.
did you?
You could have used anything but the D word.
Lay
like,
the pipe down.
Did you lay it down?
Did you give it to old
did
girl
you give her
good?
Did you give her some good penis? Something, not the slang.
I'm sorry, man.
A 30-year broadcast veteran.
30.
Already 23 minutes into the show, and we have our first FCC violation.
Come and get us, new guy.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Carr's more worried about shutting Jimmy Kimmel down than us.
Let's be AM martyrs.
Yeah, you guys are way too MAGA on Monday and Tuesday to be in any trouble.
Yeah. All we got to do is anytime they're listening to the show, just send them a Monday or Tuesday show, and they'll quickly disappear.
Exactly.
So anyway, Seth, no, she was doing something very important yesterday that didn't get her. She didn't get back to the apartment till like 7 o'clock.
What did you do for her birthday? Like,
I got her a card, and I got her there's these kind of chocolates that she likes that are kind of expensive.
Ferrero Rocher?
No, like
Russell Stovar.
Linder.
Lint, Lindt.
I don't know. They're in a red container, and they're about $15 for.
Wow.
And so, I got her I actually went through the card section and took my time and found the right card. You know, like Eckerd and Walgreens, they really have a pretty good card section.
Eckerd? You're hitting up Eckerd?
Not Eckerd. I mean,
CVS?
I'm sorry. No,
He wanted to really find the right card. He went back in time.
It was
CVS and Walgreens.
I went to Walgreens at Dale Mabry and Kennedy.
Did you get her a present at Service Merchandise?
I was at Joel and Jerry's.
So anyway, I actually took my time. And well, first of all, I had to go to the doctor, Lummy.
Yes.
But by the way, all my levels were, I mean, just a couple of them were off, but just this is probably the best that my blood work has looked in 2 or 3 years.
It's awesome.
Because the last time I went, she made some pretty big adjustments on my medication, and most of my medication's homeopathic. Like, you know, the zinc, the DHEA, the creatine, the B. I got a B12 complex. It's just, you know, she gets me dialed in. I am on testosterone replacement. My testosterone was dead on. My blood pressure was 121/74.
Which is higher, your cholesterol or your credit score?
That's a new game that's sweeping the nation, Bubba. He doesn't mean anything by it.
It's a TikTok challenge.
Yeah. My cholesterol was 177.
Ooh, nice. You dialed in.
FICO.
My estradiol or something like that was good. I think I was a little bit. My PSA, which is your prostate, was like 0.4. They don't even got to start worrying about it until you're like in the 2s, 2.5s. So she got me dialed in. And then she's like, okay, so make these changes. So I'm making a few different changes, and she wants me to go get my blood done like in another 8 weeks, and then come back and see her in I think it's January, so she can read my levels. But that's how you stay healthy, is you constantly are getting your blood taken, and you're going to your doctor, and they're making small little adjustments. She said my liver was fine, my kidneys were fine, I guess there's various cardiac markers, they were all fine. I was a little low on like folic acid or something like that, so she's got me on some of that because I don't need enough leafy green stuff, and so It went pretty well. So I drove the Crown Vic clear to Palm Harbor, Lummy.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm like, I'll just stop by
Oz? Close enough.
Yeah, Oz. I will tell you this. A little hidden gem for those that are in the Tampa Bay area. Oz daytime is pretty strong.
Since, are we going back 20 years, or are we talking about recent?
No, we're talking within the last 12 months. I know a friend of mine that goes to Oz daytime at least once a week, and he spends his lunch.
Sumo's not in town that much.
Oh, I didn't think we were named.
Oh, sorry.
God dang, Seth.
Oh, man.
Man, you are running so hot today. You're like Dan Jr. today, just pushing out the hate.
Trump, 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 Trump.
His boots are delicious.
So anyway, yeah. So when Sumo was here, he said, "My God, goddamn, I got to tell you, Oz daytime is strong."
Well,
and they got a bunch of Cubans in there.
Can we talk about this? He's comparing it to some hole in Indiana and their day crew.
I'm just talking
hip
about
huggers in Kokomo.
I gotta. By the way, hip huggers in Kokomo, Lummy, I think is either shut down or for sale.
Oh no!
Might want to look into that. But anyway, no, Sumo is comparing it to like what you get for a VIP dance in the back.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's comparing. And I don't want to elaborate on that. I think we all probably know what I'm talking about. That's what Sumo's comparing it. How far can you stretch that dollar back in the VIP room? You know what I'm saying?
Is the mouth room open?
I don't think that was appropriate either.
Man, all this sex talk, we're all horned up in here.
Yeah, it's this Milfomania content house. Did you see
Hip
what they're...
huggers is up for sale. The owner is ready to retire.
And
Bubba, this is your chance.
How much they selling it for?
I'm trying to find that out right now. If you want, I got a number.
Did you find? Maybe get me a number, maybe on just a piece of paper, and hand it to me at break. And did you find what they're charging for my former house? It's now Airbnb'd in Bayway Isles.
I have not found. There's other houses on Bayway that are currently available. So, but I have not found yours.
Okay, so
6,000 is the one that I.
Yeah, mine's probably more than that. So anyway, listen, we were playing this game called.
Also, sorry, 2.2 million for Kokomo.
For hip huggers.
Yes.
Do we get the women? Do the women come with it?
No, I think you just get the facility and the license.
The liquor license.
And the liquor license.
The liquor license, and then I think there's another in Indiana. Because they really hold on to these. These are even more valuable than the liquor license, Brian, and that is to have a cabaret, what they call a cabaret, like a cabaret. Yeah, to have that kind of license, which allows you to have
cabriolet,
topless dancing with liquor. That's the license. You can have a liquor license all day and have a nightclub, but you have to have it to have a liquor license that has a cabaret kicker is really because they only issue like 3 for the entire county, and there are some counties like Bartholomew County and other counties in Indiana that don't allow any type of gentlemen's clubs at all. Like in Columbus, Indiana, which is I think the 4th largest city in Indiana. They don't even in Columbus, Indiana. They don't even allow gentlemen's clubs. Like you cannot even have one. So to have that, Brian, like a full-blown liquor license with a cabaret kicker. That's where the value is.
I sent you the listing. The wood paneling, I'm guessing, is up from when you were there.
Oh, I'm sure they haven't remodeled one. I mean, I was there last in 1986, and I don't think that they've probably ever remodeled since. That's exactly what the parking lot looks like.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the inside.
Wait, Brian.
Of hip huggers.
This
is what... Sumo, okay, they got a billiards table.
Yeah.
Always good to have weapons near drunk guys that are horned up. So those pool cues.
Yes, those pool cues will end up. They probably go through 5 to 10 a week.
Yeah, breaking over people's heads.
Look at
those chairs from a diner in 1972.
Straight from the fish fry.
Yep.
Okay. This is the more.
Nice.
No, that's the same. Yes, that's the same.
Is that a mural? What is that on the wall there?
It looks
lady
like
bending over.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
like a track girl. It looks like your grandpa's. It looks like your grandpa's basement.
Yeah, it's a nice finished basement.
Yeah. So let's see if they got pictures of the stage. It looks like you're going to an Elks meeting. More than you're going to a strip joint.
There's naked girls
Is that
dancing?
Cigarette smoke black on those tiles on the ceiling?
No, the tiles are black.
Oh, yeah. God, I was going to say,
but
that place must smell like an ashtray.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there's the stage.
Oh, wow, look
right
at that
there.
modern lighting.
Look at that Elvis guitar up there.
So wait,
I came right from Jeff Jarrett when he was wrestling for in the Armory back in '78.
Where did you get your first lap dance in this place?
Let me see if they show
by the door.
I'm going to show. I'm going to see. Let me if they show. like the back.
I've seen enough, Bubba. I'm going in.
Oh, okay.
Look at the storage room. All those bottles of water come with it.
You know what? I think they may not have liquor.
No, it says liquor license included.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So.
Oh, what a dive! What a little crap hole. $2.2 million for that.
Yeah, but hold on. And so here's the deal, Brian. Here's US 31, right? You can't. The frontage of it's some law in Indiana where, like, if you're on a major highway and you have a gentleman's club, the front door cannot face the road because they don't want people to see what it really is. So you have to pull in here, go all the way around. I think this is a body shop, and this is all like in an industrial area. And the front of Hip Huggers doesn't face the highway because there's some type of rule about that.
I say we buy it and put a door facing the highway, get some controversy going, drum up some business.
And get closed down immediately.
Absolutely.
This is an industrial park road. You go up here, make a left, that gets you on US 31. You want to, Seth, what night do you like to DJ? Would you like to DJ, a couple nights?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that probably pays $250 a night to DJ.
I'd rather
especially after the girl. Like, doesn't Brian, the way that Gentlemen's Club DJs go is the club pays you X amount,
the girls
and then
tip you out.
Then all the girls tip you like 10%, Seth.
You get a piece of each girl's action.
You get a vig of every girl's action. So if a girl,
I play those short songs for the girls, right?
Well, yeah,
they all time out to 3 minutes.
So and they also what they tip you is based on how. Like, they'll tell you what they like, music wise, and if you try to work with them, they'll tip you more.
Yeah, and if the girl screws you, then you play Engelbert Humperdinck for them.
Like, so Seth, let's say,
like November Rain.
So Seth, listen to this, man. The DJs a lot of times will actually have like a little notepad there, and they'll see how many times the girls go up on stage, and how many times they played songs for them. And let's say you got it figured up that the girl owes you about $100, okay? Because you kind of got it roughed in what she might owe you, and she comes and you played all of her good music and everything, but she comes up and gives you 50. Well, next time you're playing like Brian said, crap, like Yanni or Kenny G, or just some real bad music that she can't dance to and she looks stupid to, and nobody tips her out. Then you can bet the next time the bitch goes to tip you out, she's giving you that hundo, and you're playing,
Lil Jon, Get Low.
Welcome to Hip Huggers, where things are getting steamy because the drinks are cold and the girls are hot.
See, man, I got you locked in for Friday night.
Oh, man,
I'm
your
the Monday
ace.
day
Ace.
shift. I think.
Monday day shift.
Let me, square footage 5,000, one unit. It was renovated, they're saying, in 2010.
What'd they do in 2010?
They made that little cooler space.
Yeah. You're built, listen, Lummy, I was there in 1986. It was built in 85.
Oh, you're there in the
wow,
heyday.
you were there when it was pristine.
Yes, exactly. Sports entertainment, asking price it's been on the market 58 days, $2.2 million. I wonder what about this property.
Yeah, it shows that he's ready to retire. Then you get the liquor license, and
the Hip Hugger, the most recognized gentleman's club in the country.
In the country?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
I challenge that assertion.
I'll take the Tampa's Dollhouse or Dean's Gold down in North Miami. I'll take those two. Have you been to Dean's Gold before?
I have been to Dean's Gold. How about Spearmint Rhino?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more recognition.
But see, I only go to Gentlemen's Club where I know the owner. Because if you don't know the owner, I'm
not tipping out any of these.
The owner
girls.
has been in the business for over 50 years and is now ready to retire. Located 1 block east of US 931 on Markland. The property comes with 1.76 acres. Ample private parking, includes building, all improvements, and a liquor license. The sale price does not include the properties located. Looks like around their deal. Only qualified buyers have access to the financials. You can contact Tom Harold at 7 whatever the number. I mean, Brian. So, like, when you're buying a business, do you look at 4 times cash flow? Do you look at, like, when they come up with their $2.2 million price, you're probably the first thing they figure in is what's the dirt worth, right?
Well, the next strip club I buy will be my first, but
I mean, I'm just
not
talking
really an expert on.
If I was to if you were to transform yourself into Tom Bean,
Yeah.
and you were to say, like, okay, you first got to figure out what the dirt's worth. Like, if you know, like, what the
the building and the land.
Right.
What's your worst case scenario getting out of this?
right,
Yeah.
and then at that point you look at what he does in business.
What the value of the licenses are.
Yeah,
Is a liquor license worth $250,000, $500,000? The cabriolet license, is that worth anything?
Right.
The cabaret license. And
So you look at that, and then you just probably go right straight to what they're making, money wise.
yeah, what the cash flow's like, what their books look like.
Yeah. Yeah, let me thank you for bringing that to my attention. The last thing I want to do is go back and live in now, if it was in Warsaw, Indiana, maybe.
How far is Kokomo from Warsaw?
Only 45 minutes.
Oh, that's it.
You live right in the middle. You get the best of both worlds.
You can have sumo run it while you're not there.
You can broadcast
I will
from
tell you
hip
this, man.
huggers.
I will tell you this. If I did own a strip joint in Indiana, my first choice to be the general manager and maybe even co-own it with me would be sumo.
Oh, he's not taking no
because here's the
nonsense.
deal, man. Nothing gets by sumo. You'd be like, well, goddamn, that girl's she clipped us for $25 last night. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm putting her in she's suspended. Like,
I'm putting her in the bird cage.
He is so good at just observation and he's just so good at just knowing if people are clipping you or knowing if you're getting robbed. Or many a times since he's been my friend, he has called out a few former employees, and I would stick up for him at the time, and he'd be like, "Goddamn, I'm just telling you, such and such is up to no good." I heard him talking a couple days ago. They didn't know I was around the corner. I heard him talking about you, and he was right. I should have listened to Sumo 2 years before I did anything.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway. Before we go into words, this is amazing. And so we were not playing the game, what do you whack off to? But Brian did say, hey, man, have you guys seen Kris Jenner, which is the mom of all the Jenner bitches, and former ex-wife of Bruce Jenner, right?
Yeah.
And former ex-wife of Barry Shapiro?
Robert Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian. And that's Robert Kardashian is who the father is. Wasn't he Armenian or something like that? Yeah. And him and Kris are the ones that created all the Kardashian chicks, with the exception of, didn't Kris pop out too for Bruce?
Kendall.
And was it just one or two?
Kylie.
And Kris.
I think there's a dude there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Scott.
have a brother.
Scott.
I only keep up with the women.
So she had.
I don't keep up with anyone.
She had 6. Did Kris Jenner have six kids? 3 by Bruce and 3 by Kardashian.
Hold on, deep dive coming on Kris.
Oh boy,
Kris Jenner. How many kids came out of her vagina?
Looks like 6.
Yeah. Whew. So on the left is how we all know her. That's during the Kardashian tapings and all of that. I heard the Kardashians are so out of gas now, they're not down to Hulu. They used to be on E and but I heard, are they still doing episodes of the Kardashians?
Yeah, they're getting paid a ton for to be on
Hulu?
Yeah.
They have a documentary called Video Made the TV Star.
Mm-hmm. Really, you were trying to be funny there, and you just...
I failed. Listen.
That was
I'm
not
batting like 750 today, baby. I'm feeling good.
So, if somebody was to say to me, who do you think the woman on the right is? I would say that's
Kim Kardashian.
That's Kim Kardashian. Like, I'll bet everything I own on it. That's not. That's actually the after picture of the woman on the left. Kris Kardashian, Kris Jenner, the mom. And how old, with your deep dive, Seth, how old is Kris Jenner? 75?
Oh, let's see here.
69?
69.
Is she 69?
69!
Turning 70 next month.
So call it 70.
Yeah.
She's 70.
My people are telling me she's 94.
She's 70.
She was born the same year as Mr. T.
And like, my Lord.
Yeah. Would you hook up with that, Bubba?
Yeah, but like, yeah. Because I'm thinking if she's taking that good care of her face, those jugs and vagina are probably top notch.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think you just go to your plastic surgeon and say, make my face look 40 years younger without doing a vaginal rejuve and maybe a booby lift. You know what I'm saying? Like, why stop at the face? There's a lot more to...
She just dyed her hair blonde. I sent you that picture, too. It looks a little different.
I don't know if blonde would suit her as well.
Well, we'll see in 1 second.
One would think that an Armenian would look better a little bit dark, more dark hair.
Oh, my goodness.
Now she looks like the other one. She looks like, Chloe or whatever the hell.
Courtney? Does she look like Courtney?
Yeah, Courtney.
But I mean, that was, I mean, from here, and granted, I'm a little bit far away from that smaller thumbnail.
And
she looks like she's 30.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
It's almost too... Do you think it's too much or it's that good?
I think it's fine. I think they honestly have great surgeons. It's so tough seeing.
Dan needs to go out there and see if he can do a residency with that guy.
It's just tough, like Jeff Bezos' wife has like the Joker smile, and
you see so many bad ones, right?
Yeah, it's tough. So I mean, if you're gonna get it, I mean, if it looks real.
I mean, if you're gonna get it, man, I don't know who's doing. Like, I don't know the guys.
Hers is in New York City. His name's Dr. Steve Levine.
Dr. Steve Levine.
Yes, and from New York City.
He's one of the chosen people.
God, he is. He's got the hands of God.
Yep.
Let me see. I'm going to go into words. See if you can find me Steve Levine's website.
Will do.
Maybe he has some before and afters, and he's in New York?
Yes.
All right, see if you can get that for me.
All right.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
I mean, it sounds right. I mean, I don't think there's really a price you can put on that.
That is insanity.
I mean, if I
and her as a blonde,
I mean, here's the thing: if there was a plastic surgery that cost that much, and you did, then it's worth it.
I sent you the website.
Imagine going to a nightclub and you think you're hooking up with this hot, 28, 30-year-old, and she ends up being 70.
Dude, honestly, if plastic surgery could start looking a little bit better like that for women,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It just.
Do they have any reviews?
Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging.
All right, so facial plastic surgery procedures offered include chin augmentation, facelift, lower something, neck lift, rhinoplasty, upper blepharoplasty.
Those are eyelid. That's eyelid surgery, I believe.
I think she got every one of those.
Oh, she got the full Monty.
Yeah. And then if you look at the breasts, they'll do implants, lift.
It's pretty much like that movie with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Raising Arizona?
Face off.
They switch off the whole body shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta save that pic. So we can show Dan.
When do you start officially doing breaks, Seth?
Not sure.
Are they saying that you're killing it?
I haven't really had any feedback at all.
I know, but you know how they feel about it. You can tell if they like you or not.
How hard Yankee Jib?
No, I don't know. The guy that hired me, I haven't worked with him or anything yet.
Are they super busy?
Oh God, yeah. They have a guy that's, I guess, spent $4 million there this year.
Wow.
They have orders from Greece, Japan, Korea.
Are you going to be sliding a Bubba Army sticker into each of your packages that you ship out? QR code?
Well, after 2 days, I was quickly moved out of the packing and shipping department, and now I'm full on shadowing brakes.
Oh well, yeah, because they saw that you weren't an idiot and you could alphabetize.
Well, there were some issues they did talk to me about that I wasn't, I wasn't doing the process the right way.
Oh, okay. But you got it now?
Yeah. Yeah.
They wouldn't let me. They probably would fire me with using my teeth.
No, they like that. It makes things fun, mixes it up in the office.
Dirt Merchant, $2 Willie. Scott Big Oak, 93 months. Kendall Hill.
93 months.
What's up, ladies? Stay safe out there.
Cluster Stock, 82 months.
Is that 93 months on YouTube?
Twitch.
On Twitch.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Scout and Big Gulp. They paid for my last haircut. With tip.
Wow. What, they just like cash app you or?
They cash out Craig, and then I go in, and he's like, your haircut got paid for.
Wow.
Yeah. But
You have 2 sugar mamas.
I'm a piece of shit.
What? What are you talking about?
How they feel about me?
This was Scout Big Gulp bought me a haircut.
No, I'm just saying. Bubba Army continues to
He's talking about Craig.
support them, and they fucking have pretty much thrown me away. I'm a piece of shit. It sucks because that's not what I was trying to do.
Everything happens for a reason, Bo.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Sometimes you just need a good electrician. Whether you're remodeling your home's electrical system looks like a bird's nest. When things aren't working properly, you need to find an electrician who will complete the work efficiently and correctly. E&E Electrical Services LLC serves Brooksville, Spring Hill, and all of Hernando and Citrus counties. With 14 years of experience, they know how to handle your electrical needs. Also fully licensed and insured. More information, call E&E Electric now. 352-631-0867. E&E Electrical Services LLC. That's E&E Electrical Services LLC.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So I saw this article yesterday, and I just don't understand how this could happen. And that is so the headlines read, bath horror. Parents 37 and 41 both die in scalding hot bath after getting drunk at daughter's birthday party, leaving the girl 4 orphaned.
What?
So, how do you get, first of all, how do you get your bath so hot?
Did you read the article?
I'm reading it.
Oh.
I did read it. And it'll go on to explain how this happened. But I just, just on the surface, I'm like, how do you jump in the bath? How do you make your bath so hot that, what type of water heater do you have if your bath is so hot that as soon as you jump in it, it kills you? You die of being scalded. Not just. And I'm thinking, as soon as you turn the water off, that bath water is dissipating heat. Right, it's not a lot, but as it's getting closer, it's dropping because you're not adding hot water.
Well,
to
that
it.
hot, you would expect it to just be steaming off the top of that water.
Yeah, like boiling.
Yeah.
A little girl has been left orphaned after her parents died in a boiling motel. Hot boy, Brian, might have some liability here on the motel, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, they said that there was traces of cocaine, high blood alcohol levels. They left a space heater turned on in the bathroom.
So
They were trying to
anyway,
make a sauna in a bathroom.
so they died in a boiling motel bathtub following a night of partying.
Did they drown or did
for-
they die from the injuries?
for
They died from the heat.
Yeah, so
Temperatures in the tub reached 122 degrees.
military police officer. Now this guy was a military. This isn't like some, crackhead. This is a military police officer.
In Brazil?
Yeah. And his partner, Ana Corlina Silva, age 41, a nail salon owner, were found dead in a motel suite in Brazil. Now, here's pictures of them. She looks to be very normal, very, very attractive. He looks to be very normal, regular dude. The couple spent the day celebrating the daughter's birthday at a food park, drinking before heading to a nightclub. They then checked into the Dallas motel in San Jose in the Santa Catarina state just after midnight on August 11th. But Jefferson and Anna never returned to collect their child the next morning at Jefferson's sister's home. So the dad, the military guy, his name's Jefferson, it looks to be like his sister was babysitting the 4-year-old. And so after celebrating during the day, the kid's birthday, they decided, okay, listen, little 4-year-old, you're getting ready to pass out and go to bed. Mom and dad are going to go out clubbing, which really, if you had a family member or, somebody listen, the kid didn't get hurt. The kid's fine. So, whoever babysatted her did okay. Right. And there's nothing, that's not, I don't know if every parent would be doing that, but that's not necessarily neglect or, bad that you're saying, hey, we had a great day with our 4-year-old. It's 8:00. She's ready to go down. Let's take her to my sister's house, see if she'll watch her. And we want to go out for a few, we want to go out partying a little bit.
Let's go do some blow and turn the room into a hot box.
Right. Let's go do blow and make a homemade sauna. Right. I mean, so far everything's okay. Worried relatives reported them missing, and the police later found the pair lifeless in the bathroom. Investigators say the couple passed out in the bathtub filled with, now you're going to have to look at, what's 50 degrees Celsius?
122 degrees.
So they found them passed out in a bathtub full of 122-degree water while a space heater blasted heat into the room.
So they drowned. They passed out and drowned. They did not get boiled alive.
Well, I'm just.
I know, but
don't get heat with me. Get heat with the article. I'm just reading it. Toxology tests revealed a very high level of alcohol and traces of cocaine. What's global G1? Let's see.
Globo G1?
Here, I guess it gives you a little click.
I think it's the paper.
Yeah, it's the paper in Brazil.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, let me.
They had a newspaper inside of them,
and I lost the article when I clicked out of it.
Oh no!
Damn it!
Firefox to hell.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how that. So Brian, they
passed out and drowned.
They said the space heater, there was I went on to read it before I clicked out of it. They went on to say that the space heater was not anywhere near the body of water, which would be an electrocution. Hey, when I was growing up, it would always be like 1 or 2 people a year in our small town would have like the hair dryer fall into the bathtub and kill you.
It says they did not drown. They passed out and died of heat stroke with intense dehydration and organ failure.
So they passed out and died. Yeah. I mean,
Passed out and died, happened to have a hot bath drawn. And, and you know what, Brian? As much as that 4-year-old is being orphaned, maybe it's a good thing. I don't necessarily know if these were parents of the year. Maybe the family raising this 4-year-old will be better for the 4-year-old.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that.
I don't know what the sister's like,
It's tough taking both parents away. And
yeah, that's got to be brutal.
Yeah. I mean, but how responsible.
Look what it did to Batman.
Oh, okay. Moving right along.
Took the time to speak to reporters.
I think this is the first time. Well, I know for a fact, isn't it? The first time that we've had an American pope.
Yes.
Right. And the pope gimmick's been going on for what? Thousands of years? Hundreds of years?
Oh, thousands.
Yeah, like when
Since
was
the Catholic Church was founded.
When was Pope 1? That might be something to look up. Like, when was Pope 1? What year?
30, it looks like
St. Peter was the first pope.
30 AD.
One of Jesus's 12 OG apostles.
So 30.
Yeah, 30
Year
AD.
30. We're now currently in year 2025, right?
Yes.
So
That's just after Jesus died, not time before it.
Yeah, that's 30 years after Jesus died. I mean, wow, think how long ago that was. So they've been poping, they've been doing the pope gimmick since year 30. And so in 2000 and, in 1,995 or so years, we've never had an American pope. We finally got one. So I guess, you can ask before the American pope, you really couldn't ask the pope any questions because he spoke, I don't know that he really spoke that good of English. And this guy speaks perfect English. So you could ask him all kinds of questions. And I say they in the news segment says Pope Leo speaks with reporters. And I think he gets into some different, some sensitive topics.
About some of the big issues making news. EWTN News Vatican correspondent.
And do you think, Brian, any country leaders govern according to what the Pope thinks? Do you think they take that in consideration?
No.
You think Trump cares about what the Pope thinks?
No, I don't think Trump cares about what anybody thinks.
Respondent Valentina Di Donato was there.
Pope Leo XIV for the past few months has been spending time at his residence at Castel Gandolfo, outside of Rome, where we are here now.
How many, isn't the Catholic Church the largest owner of, like, one of the largest property owners in the world?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that the Pope's got a lot of little resorts and a lot of places to stay, right?
Yes.
On several occasions, he has been stopping on his way back to the Vatican to speak with the press. And today he answered questions on the new plan Trump and Netanyahu proposed for a peace deal in Gaza, saying he hopes that all parties accept the deal and that it is important to arrive at a ceasefire and the freeing of the hostages. On the flotilla that is quickly approaching Gaza with humanitarian aid, the Holy Father said it shows the desire for those aboard to respond.
Is that what you call him, the Holy Father? Like some of those people in Saudi Arabia want to be called Your Excellence, and other people want to be. Is that what you call the Pope? Is the Holy Father? Hello, Holy Father.
I guess.
To a real humanitarian emergency, but that he hopes that there is no violence that occurs. The Holy Father then spoke to me about the current controversy in the United States over the
think the Holy Father's into MILFs?
Of course.
Yeah.
Decision by Cardinal Blaise Cupich of Chicago to grant a Lifetime Achievement Award to the supporter of legal abortion, Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois. Take a listen.
Did she just say Illinois?
From Illinois, yes.
Did she just make Illinois plural like I do when I really know that Illinois is a French word and the S is silent, but I just say Illinois for my Midwestern.
I'd love to see her toxology report because I bet you she's drunk.
I think she's from her being from another country.
Illinois.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
From Illinois.
Bimbo.
Abortion, Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois. Take a listen.
Not terribly familiar with the particular case.
Man, isn't it cool to hear the Pope sound like a real, like an American?
Well, he should be doing halftime at the Super Bowl.
Yes. Now, there you go, Brian. That's the most brilliant idea you've had in a long time. Let's throw out the Bad Bunny and let's bring in MC Pope. Right? On the two turntables and those turntable DJs, they could literally have it, they just hit a button and he could just do a couple little wikis. I'd watch the Pope spin.
I think that it's very important to look at the overall work that a senator has done during, if I'm not mistaken, 40 years of service.
Now, isn't the Pope from Illinois? He's from Chicago, isn't he?
He's from Illinois, yeah.
Yeah, isn't he a White Sox fan?
Yes.
Yes.
In the United States Senate, I understand the difficulty and the tensions, but I think, as I myself have spoken in the past, it's important to look at many issues that are related to what is the teaching of the church. Someone who says I'm against abortion but says I'm in favor of the death penalty is not really pro-life. So someone who says that...
I really like the Pope breaking stuff down.
Yeah.
Before, Brian, we always had to, habba-labba-dee-ba-da, like, you never could really, like...
Yeah, translation is terrible.
Yeah, but man, I mean, this guy's really breaking it down on some real-life issues that we really, really talk about.
Let those other countries use subtitles.
I don't know. What are they? They're struggling right now with his American accent.
I'm against abortion, but I'm in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants who are in the United States. I don't know if that's pro-life. So they're very complex issues. I don't know if anyone has...
So he's pro-life, and he doesn't like the way the immigrant... Brian, let me see if I interpret...
I don't think he said anything. I think he's saying people that are saying that they're pro-life, which against abortion, and then they're for the death penalty. He's saying that they're
all
hypocrites.
over the they're all
Those
over
are
the road.
incongruent positions to take. Yes.
Is that what he said?
He's saying if you're for the mistreatment of illegal immigrants, but you're against abortion, then you're not pro-life.
All the truth on them. But I would ask first and foremost that there be greater respect for one another and that we search together both as human beings, in that case as American citizens or citizens of the state of Illinois, as well as Catholics, to say we need to really look closely at all of these ethical issues and to find the way forward as church. The church teaching on each one of those issues is very clear.
We will continue.
Did he actually say anything?
I don't. Yeah, he said some stuff there. I don't think it's any coincidence that the Cubs are making a little playoff run and the Bears are doing better now that there's an Illinois Pope in there.
Yeah,
I think
that
this
right
is
there is exactly
divine intervention.
Everything. Not the fact they got a new coach from Detroit, nothing like that. It's the Pope.
Well, who brought them that coach from Detroit?
The Pope.
God. Yeah,
God.
China officially opens the world's tallest bridge, completing the project in just under 4 years. The bridge features a restaurant at the top at a whopping 2,600 feet above the river. Now, I think like the Empire State Building and the Sears, formerly the Sears Tower, I don't know what it's called now, I think they're at, like, I think when I was a kid, my dad took us to tour the Sears Tower, and I think it was like 118 floors or something
it's
like
1,450 feet, and it's called the Willis Tower.
Yeah, well, so 1,400 feet. That's about, as tall of a building. This is 2,500
It's
feet.
almost like being on top of the Burj Khalifa.
What's the Burj Khalifa?
That's the world's tallest building in Dubai.
In Dubai.
Yeah,
and
the one that Tom Cruise was on the top of.
Oh, when he did Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is this new bridge that they built.
Yeah.
And they built a restaurant in the very top part of the bridge.
Oh.
And then they said that this bridge saves drivers. They went from a 2-hour commute to a 2-minute commute.
Oh. How long does it take us to build a bridge here?
It says the bridge not only cuts a 2-hour drive to 2 minutes, but it also features a theme park with a glass skywalk, a high-speed glass elevator, and a waterfall off the bridge. Visitors can also bungee off of it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not after my skydiving accident. Oh, wow. Wow. Brian, would you have dinner up there? I mean, would you if you and your wife were over there?
I don't know, man.
That's a little sketch, ain't it?
That's a little sketch.
There's the restaurant up there. That's where the restaurant is.
Yeah.
I'd feel like I was swaying,
Oh, you probably feel it. That is designed to have give.
Oh my God. I get a little bit sketched out just driving over the Sunshine Skyway, and that's only 197 feet above the water.
Your Tom Yum soup slopping around up there.
Did you just start off by eating at that Space Needle in Seattle? Do you go? Isn't that a restaurant up there or something?
You work your way up to that height?
I've never been there.
Yeah, there
I'll
is
tell you.
one.
Then the other sketch thing that I can't see, and Brian's a very big Vegas guy, so he'll know. The other sketch thing is that roller coaster in Vegas that's off the side of the Stratosphere.
Yeah, I did that.
You really? No, honest to God, you did?
Scream, yeah.
You did do it.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Is
Let me pulls a video. It essentially, it's a little cart, and it slides you down over the edge and like shakes you. And if you're in the front row of that cart, man, you don't see anything but the ground, and you feel like you're going over the edge.
You literally feel like you're going to die.
I went with a hairdresser from Connecticut back in my single days. How you doing, Heidi?
Was it a good weekend?
Oh, this is a great weekend.
I'm just saying, was it a really good weekend?
It was a great
I'm gonna tell you, it
weekend.
must have been such a great weekend that she got you to go do the sketchiest thing in Vegas.
Yep.
I mean, for real.
And then I met her back out there 3 months later.
There's the elevator, I think, that gets you up to the restaurant. I'd be scared to death to drive on it.
Maybe China's not as bad as they're making it out to be.
Maybe China actually kicks ass.
Till this Temu bridge falls down.
Yeah.
Temu, sponsored by Temu. Sponsored by Alibaba.
Whoa, that waterfall's pretty cool.
No,
though.
that's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. See, again, you don't see... The Chinese are really on top of stuff.
Well, this is my point. Everybody thinks America's the greatest country in the world. Like, there's aspects of it that were still good, but when you realize that what they're doing elsewhere, it's
we look like
pretty
cavemen.
amazing.
We look like cavemen.
Our infrastructure is garbage.
Do you know how cool that would look?
I'm seeing it. It looks pretty cool.
No, but like at night, if they could light it, like if they could light,
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they can I'm sure they have it where they project images onto the water.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whole thing.
Probably the emperor or something got like if we had one of these, Donald Trump would have his, his image inside the water at night. Yeah, like you said, Brian, we all think that we're all that, we're all that, but realistically,
Doesn't China still have slaves?
I don't know.
Probably helps out a little bit.
I mean,
I think slaves
I think
would
they're
be
called
good.
the Uyghurs or something like that.
I think slavery would be good for our country. Yeah. And you don't make it it's not any ethnicity of a person. It's not black or white or you're a slave.
You just own a human. Like you don't see him as black or white.
Yeah, I know. That guy, maybe I'd like a Latin slave or maybe I like a Chinese slave. Kind
of similar like in Saudi Arabia.
And you know what? If I had slaves, I'd have the black guy as the boss.
Of who? Who are the slaves, though? Just random people?
Just anybody but a black guy.
You kind of do have a stable. I'm Big Red, Travis.
Navis, Nashes, Bob Cook.
Yeah.
Tease.
Oh, man.
It's the mark.
Big Buck.
Big Buck.
You'd be like Brad Pitt from 12 Years a Slave.
But if you did own slaves, as long as you had like a really cool, I'd have Ty J run my slave system.
You can watch him with the drone.
Well, not only can you watch you with the drone, but you ain't getting lippy with my boss man. No way. You get your ass kicked.
Yeah. China's only got 5.7.
I don't know where
slaves.
we go from here with Bubba talking about wanting slavery back.
Yeah, I think we probably maybe at this point burn a timeout.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Sure.
Yeah.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Yeah, I don't know how she said Illinois, and her delivery was because she had the word "on" in there instead of "in."
What are you saying? She's dumb?
I'm saying she's not a good broadcaster.
What if she just really handles Italy, Rome, and stuff?
But she's from America. I mean,
who said she's from America? She doesn't sound like
he
it.
said he's from Alabama.
She sounds worse than Bad Bunny. She's not from Alabama.
That whole network's from Alabama.
Shut the fuck up.
I am down Alabama. EWTN.
Wait, I don't know if Lummy's. I feel like
no, the Catholic channel. Ask Brian. EWTN.
It's a Catholic channel out of Alabama.
24/7. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's the world's largest religious channel.
Well, then that's why she messed it up. She's from Alabama.
Exactly.
What's up there, merchant? I need that email, buddy.
Now, I'm going to show the boy. Tell Macho he cannot.
You cannot show this, Macho. I'll even remind him. Thank you, Greg D. Greg D coming through on the Bubba Army. Super. Bubba Army tips. Good morning, Bubba's Triple Chin.
Lum, have you seen the videos? Germany has this show where they get these savants on, and they do like insane shit. So there's one girl, you could put various amounts of water inside a glass and ting it with and she will tell you exactly how many milliliters are in each cup based on the sound of the glass tinging. Then there's this one girl, they take
Brian, look at my Vividly Vixen OnlyFans.
Wow, those are some.
Yeah,
those are something.
Mm-hmm.
That is vividly. Yeah, Vixenish.
Mm-hmm.
So they put up this picture with like 10,000 dots on it, and another one that has 9,999 dots, and she can, as it's going around, can tell you the exact spot where the one dot is missing. No, it's a different lady. It's like they have all these savants on there. It's fucking nuts. In Germany. Yeah, it's a German show where they get these crazy savants.
You watch German shows?
No, they come up on my feed.
All right, let me.
You got a German algorithm?
I'm into scat porn.
I'm gonna do my OnlyFans gimmick. This is the picture I'm gonna use for Candy K.
Okay.
So
do you want this cut? We got the other one.
Yeah, this will be a video.
Okay.
That's solid too.
Yeah, that's the girl that helped me put this all together. So I'm just.
My wife texted and said I'm really good with the camera, so if you need a cameraman, let me know.
Jesus. Who did?
My wife said it was cool. She said she's down.
You're pretty handy with the steel. Are you handy with the steel?
I want like a shoulder-mounted Sony. That's what
I will say. Brian is good in a content house setting. He has a lot of good ideas. So if you needed somebody to kind of like, something got rained out and you need an idea.
I think almost like a content house. OnlyFans slash make it a competition between the teams. Have teams like teams of 4.
Also known as
I think he's tapped out on your ideas.
Yeah. Well, the Bubba Army mystery boxes are coming soon. Just wait, Bubba Army.
With a minor and 1 count of statutory sex offense. Police say there are at least 4 victims, boys between the ages of 14 and 15. After a week-long
Fucking A, Firefox, you fucking cocksucker. God damn it, it's locked the fuck up now.
Hey!
Hey!
Lee Twain.
Okay. So we got this, Lummy. Macho can
show that.
Do that. And then I'm going to show some other stuff to you guys that Macho cannot broadcast.
I'm about to get clinical.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
As you know, I've been talking a lot because I want the Bubba Army to know that my OnlyFans page is gaining a lot of traction. And so it was down to 1 paying subscriber. Because they reset it, and I had taken various stunts. like Tom the Tree Man and us shooting leeches off of his back, all that, and they finally like completely like deplatformed me, and it would gone. I just wasn't paying attention to it, and just whatever. So about a week ago, I go to the OnlyFans, and I'm like, I'm gonna start promoting this, and I found a couple hard drives, and I sent them, and I got Macho Man and Lumby to put them on a server for Gary Cantrell. To go and see if there was any old Bubba Raw footage that we hadn't posted on our OnlyFans. And they found, 5 or 6 pieces that I've been slowly triculating. I think 2 days ago, Lummy, I put Janessa Brazil doing vaginal pumping.
Oh.
And so I got that's a 3-part series. The first part is up now. So as I was, I don't know, what was this, maybe last week sometime? And I'm like, you know what I need is like some girl next door, not professional MILFs, because I'm kind of into MILFs. That's kind of my jam. And I think that maybe the Bubba Army is into MILFs as well. And these aren't OnlyFans girls that have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. These are girls that could use the promotion of our radio show, of our YouTube, of our Twitch, just our various platforms, whether it be terrestrial radio or digital, for us to promote them while they, provide content for my OnlyFans page.
Oh, there's some digital content.
And so this guy named Jeremy, I think he's from Massachusetts or Minnesota or Maryland, or I think Maryland. I don't know where where he's from.
I remember picking on him.
What do you mean picking on him?
It's Jeremy spoke in class today.
It's a deep Pearl Jam reference, Bubba. It's okay.
Pearl Jam reference.
I know, right. Eddie Vedder called. Wants his joke back. Did you know I actually donated to Eddie Vedder's his charitable cause? He has a charity that helps kids with it's called EB, and it's like they get these little scabs all over their bodies.
Oh.
And him and his wife, that's like their charity of choice. And Tony Stewart got a hold of me. He's like, hey, he was bundling up, different checks to give to Jeremy. So my foundation wrote a $5,000 check back when my foundation had a lot of money. Still's got some in there. So anyway, this guy named Jeremy gets a hold of me, and because I start talking about I'm firing the onlyfans.com/the Bubba Army. I'm firing it back up, but I'm having a problem because all I have is all this old stuff, and I don't have any new stuff. And I'd like to get like just girl next door MILFs that don't have huge followings that want to give me some content for me to promote you and your page, and in turn you give me some sexy ass content. And then eventually, I was actually talking to Jeremy on the phone yesterday. We're going to try to do like a MILF, like a Bubba Army's MILF Mania content house, where we bring like 6 or 7 of these girls into Tampa, and they produce various content.
With you as a cameraman.
Well, me as kind of the director, owner, like the boss man. It'd be me and Jeremy. And then, as you can see, when Jeremy reached out to me a week and a half ago, he's like, my wife and by the way, her OnlyFans screenshot, her screen name is Candy K8 with a C, Candy K8. And so Macho Man can show a picture of this is something that I can show. So this is a picture of Candy K8. And wow. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
More like Candy K10, am I right?
Yeah, Candy K8 plus 2, perfect 10. Look at that. Now that's what I can show. She has provided me with some content that I've put up on our OnlyFans pages that's very, very XXX. So this is something that
You're not showing that, by the way. I don't see it on my screen.
Yeah, Macho Man, we need to show Candy Cane. That or we're a little bit behind, or is Macho Man not showing it?
It's not. I hit live.
Macho is running to the studio right now.
I just heard him enter very vigorously.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can show this Macho, but then I'm going to go on and show the guys some other things that we cannot show. But Jeremy has helped me round up like 5 or 6 MILFs. I got like 5 or 6 MILFs. Bubba Army's MILF Mania. I got 5 or 6 of these girls that have all signed up for us to, start promoting and sharing content. And this is the girl that started it all, along with her husband Jeremy, helping me round up these girls. And so, yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, sorry, I was on stage working on this stuff for afterwards.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. All right, so now you got to take this down, and anything else I show, you cannot show, okay? Because I'm going to show the boys some other stuff that these girls have. We got Vividly Vixen.
Oh.
We got Velvet Barbie 71. We got all. So here we go. Let me see. Did I just click out of the OnlyFans? Did I just click out of the OnlyFans? Well, I can just get right back on it.
Maybe you minimized it.
I probably minimized it. Now I'm going to show you guys a picture. This is what Vividly Vixen sent me yesterday to post up. If you're a member of OnlyFans.com/The Bubba Army, you would have seen this picture yesterday. Now, Macho, I want to explain. Do not show this picture.
10-4.
Okay, here we go. This is a picture of what Vividly Vixen showed yesterday. How about that?
Is that soap or something else?
I think it's soap.
I think it's either conditioner or something else. But I mean, wow, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Now, Lummy, when I go back, why does it do that to me? When I hit the back, when I hit the back button, it automatically takes.
Well, because you're hitting
back.
back, and there's nothing to go back to, Bubba.
Yeah, because you're already on the page.
You're on the
started
first page that you opened. So
okay, all right.
Because then it takes you to the.
Okay, here we go. So here is my OnlyFans page, and Lummy, you can see we got Velvet Barbie, Candy Kate, married. We got Juicy Bun. I got all of them. Here's Cream Pie Kitty.
Oh,
very, very nice. Again, do not show any of this, Macho Man. And again, all these girls were presented to me by Jeremy. That's Cream Pie Kitty. And then I think this is Velvet Barbie 71.
She's the day trader, right?
This is the day trader. Yeah, this is the day trader, and again, these are all girls that are not professional porn stars, that are just MILFs, needing to get some promotion. I think this is Velvet Barbie 71 as well.
Yeah, I'd recognize her anywhere.
And then this, I think, is here's some more Candy Cane 8. Look at that.
Candy K.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Candy K8. Boom. There's that picture. Oh, there's the Vividly Vixen picture. Oh, there's Candy K8 again. She looks like she put a tail in her butt.
Now you've got Lummy's attention.
Yeah, Lummy, look at that. And then there you go. Now, and it looks like her vagina might be pierced.
Oh.
So anyway, I want to thank Jeremy and I want to thank Candy K8 for helping me find this, because I don't know how to find these girls. I don't know how to find them. And they do. And so they're in the process of trying to find me more, because I think the Bubba Army has seen, ad nauseum, all of the stuff, all of our old stuff. We might be able to find some new stuff here and there, but it's not going to be like, I find it exciting when you find that girl next door, like a Candy K8 or a Velvet Barbie or the Cream Girl, or like that to me is like, kind of like a Mrs. Robinson girl next door, naughty mom. Like the one girl, she's a day trader by the day, Brian, but then she's, kicking it out wide at night. Does it get any better than that?
No, it doesn't.
What more can you ask for? That's the American dream.
Yes. So thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Candy. I'm excited about where our MILF mania, Bubba Army's MILF mania, where it takes us in conjunction with doing a content house this spring. Now that, Brian, that could either be really good or really bad.
I don't see how it goes really bad. I think it would either be mediocre or excellent.
I think you tell the girls, okay, we each need you to do a scene, like a naughty scene and whatever you're into. Maybe it's a strap-on. maybe it's a Sibian ride, maybe it's a monkey rocker, and then we need you to like lay poolside topless, and then I want to do a podcast, a get to know you podcast, and then maybe some girl on girl stuff. No dudes.
But you said that you're going to be there with Brian, right?
I'm going to be there behind the camera.
I thought Brian's going to be in front directing.
Brian can help me with directing skills. Now, I don't think Brian wants to get his hog out and start participating, but I think Brian would be another set of directive eyes. He's as creative as the next guy
is. He really is.
I mean, he is. I mean, let's not forget that Brian just pulled one of the pimpest stories of all, where he met this chick, this hairdresser, out in Vegas years ago, blasted her so good that they met, 3 weeks later for round 2.
And pulled a girl out of the strip club and brought her back to the room.
For a threesome?
That was it.
And then he also took a stripper to a Jack Johnson concert.
Yep. With Jay, made out, and she was aggressive.
What? I mean,
that was the most awkward night of my life.
Brian might try to suppress his pimpness now, but deep
I'm
down,
not a pimp anymore. But back in the day,
but I bet you haven't lost your directing skills, my friend.
15 years ago, I was about it, man.
So anyway. Thank you to Jeremy. Thank you to Candy for helping me. I've already got, because of you, 6
now, Bubba,
really hot MILFs.
If you had some Bubba Army dudes that have OnlyFans, you wouldn't promote your boys, help them?
What do you mean?
Help promote them?
Like dudes have OnlyFans.
Yeah.
He's saying you wouldn't promote a male Bubba Army's OnlyFans.
We have Dark Match Steve. We've got some ladies of the Bubba Army.
I mean, listen, ladies of the Bubba Army, yes. I'll promote. That's exactly what I want. If you're a girl and you listen to the show and you're already Bubba Army and you're not some person that doesn't know the show and my buddy Jeremy or Candy is recruiting you and have to get you up to speed on the show and what my concept is, because that's what most of these girls, they don't know anything about the show. They've just got introduced to the show via Jeremy the last couple days. But there's probably some existing Bubba Army girls out there.
Like Sunny Days.
Well, she's one of my MILFs. And we promote her. And so if there's some existing Bubba Army MILFs out there, get a hold of me, and I'll put you as part of my MILF roster. Right now, my MILF roster is at 6.
You're not making any cuts right now? You're adding to the roster?
Yeah, I'm adding to the roster.
Okay.
He hasn't reached his salary cap yet.
So anyway, I mean, I think it's a great idea because it'll add new life to our OnlyFans, and it's all about content. And some of the content, like when I'm doing my spring break Bubba Army's MILF Mania content house, yeah. I could shoot some PG stuff that we could put on you. That we could put on YouTube.
Yeah, just for a tease.
Like a little bikini party. I think you can put bikini parties up on YouTube. Be like, okay, ladies, listen. And I would have Bubba Army MILF Mania bikinis made. So they all have like matching bikinis with my little logo. Jeremy has already come up with a logo. I'm not going to share that with you because you guys will probably cut it down to shreds and think
Jeremy's a mover and shaker, man. He doesn't mess around.
No, he's already got me a logo. And
wait, there's a logo for Bubba's MILF Mania.
There is.
And you're not going to let us see it.
You're not going to just let the boys see it?
Because you're going to cut me down to 0.
We're not going to say, I don't.
Because it's a work in progress now.
Well, let's see where we're at with it.
You just announced the idea today. So the fact that you have something is, I mean, we just like take a look. I understand it's a first draft.
No,
I just like to see where you guys are.
As long as you will be fair.
Of course.
Turn my mic off. What's the deal?
As long as you'll be fair about it.
Of course. We're firm but fair. They call us the Mills Lane of our generation.
Oh, shut up.
Nobody knows logos like us, Bubba. We have a logo consulting firm.
I'm trying to get a hold of. He sent me some renderings yesterday.
That's known as Logo Man.
He sent me some renderings yesterday.
To the AOL? Are they in the spam folder?
No, he texted them to me.
Oh.
Let me see here. Okay. He sends them to these drop boxes, and I can't figure it out.
It's how a lot of people send big files. I get you though. It's tough.
It's frustrating. Yeah, technology's tough, man.
All right, let me see here. All right, so I'm gonna screenshot one and I'll send it to everybody here on the show.
Oh, you're not gonna show it on camera?
Well, how would I?
He's got to get. Well, you should do that by texting it to Lummy,
All right,
and then Lummy will figure it out.
All right, let me text it to Lummy, and then it'll appear. It'll appear on. Lummy will get it to my IM, and so we're thinking about making bikinis, boy show. Every like all 6 girls that are currently signed up, we're gonna send you once we agree on the logo. Then I'm going to get Merch Crick to get, like boy shorts, bikinis, crop tops, and all this kind of stuff.
What about 2 lesbos scissoring and only Bubba Trumps?
Yeah, I mean,
that's cool, right?
Sure.
Now, we need a list of what their limits are, right? Because in order to plan this content house, we've got to know what...
Well, I think we're way early on, Brian. We got to find...
You've got a logo! I mean,
it's kind of official.
You better get Bubba Army's MILF Mania's domain. Somebody has already got it.
I think you can... No, I own Bubba. I actually own Bubba Army's MILF Mania.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Since when?
Bubba Army's MILFmania.com. I own the domain.
Did you make Merch Crick do that, or did you do it
I did it myself.
Okay, all right, good.
On my GoDaddy account.
Okay.
Now, don't, because you guys naturally come from a position of hate and cynical and satire.
That's a very nice logo.
Thank you,
What a
Lummy.
bitch.
Lummy Levitt over here.
I sent it to you, Bubba.
All right, hold on here. So anyway, I'm afraid to launch it because the boys are going to kill me. But once we agree on the logo, then Seth, all the current girls that are all 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to send them cute little tops and booty shorts and stuff like that, so that they can create content with the logo. But when we also go to the content house, they're going to have this stuff on all the time. Like when we're going to have Bubba Army MILF Mania bikinis, take them down to Clearwater Beach, and I was thinking about. I'm not going to tell you all me and Jeremy's ideas, but so here it is.
What are they traveling in? The cream machine? What do you? I
don't know.
Okay, we'll figure that all out.
So here's the logo.
Dion's van.
Here's the logo.
Do you see anything?
Yeah, it's up on the screen.
It's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want the public to see.
Okay.
I don't want the public to see.
Because this is really unique and original.
Well,
I'm joking.
I wanted to incorporate my logo with what we're doing, and so there you have it. If you could come up with something different and better, I'm all for it.
I think it works.
It works.
It's pretty much tells you exactly what it is. It's got the different color, which makes it a little bit more feminine, which is nice.
Yeah,
and you could easily sell those.
Well, but I don't want to sell them because I want to make it so exclusive that only
when you
the girls that are part, like Velvet Barbie and Candy Kate and Mary Jane, Candy Kate, whatever.
But respectfully, Bubba, the Bubba Army hoes that are at home, they might see this gear and they might go, I want Bubba MILF Mania booty shorts.
Then they need to go. Then they need to go open up an OnlyFans account and apply to be one of Bubba's MILFs.
Oh, so this is very exclusive gear.
Oh yeah, nobody's getting this gear unless you are a Bubba Army's MILF.
Ooh.
And so
not even family of the MILF, just only for the MILF.
Liz is disappointed that there won't be 3X Bubba Army boy shorts.
Oh no.
So anyway. Jeremy says he's got 2 or 3 girls that he's talking to. I'm going to promote. I'll continue to promote them not only on the show, but also.
When do you think it's too much, Bubba? When do you think it's going to be too many women and too much content coming in for you to handle since you're uploading the OnlyFans yourself?
I don't think never.
Oh, it's easy.
Bubba, when you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. So Bubba looking at porn and posting it is not a big deal. But if he had to post stuff to Facebook of stupid stuff, he'd lose his mind.
Let me show you a couple of
Juicebox 1717 liked your post from yesterday.
Oh, thank you, Juicebox 1717. Let me see here Let me show you. I think this is. I don't know. This is the cream pie girl. What's her name again? I forget.
Cream pie.
Katie or
Kitty? Kitty. Cream pie kitty.
Yeah. Like, don't show any of this, Macho Man. But like, look at that. I mean, what do you think about that?
I think that she's got some bedazzled areolas.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Time for school.
I think she's violating the school dress code.
What about that?
That's an exposed nipple.
Mm-hmm. What about that?
That's buffalo stance.
No shoes on the furniture.
What about that?
That's ready to go.
What about that?
What about that?
So I got this stuff for days.
Wow.
So
and it's only just beginning.
And it's only just begun. And Jeremy's getting me more every day. We picked up yesterday, Lummy, we picked up the Vividly Vixen girl.
Nice.
And she's like, I think she's into monster trucks too. Like, she sent this picture.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Now, hold on. Tell me that isn't right up the Bubba Army alley.
That is
as Bubba Army as it gets.
If I asked AI to generate a Bubba Army image, the only thing missing is Trump somewhere in there, but that's it.
Yeah, there's another. These are two pictures I have to yet post. I got little folders for each girl.
Have you thought about a MILF Mania calendar?
Maybe.
Get to 12.
We're nationally syndicated in 8 OnlyFans accounts.
Like now here's some pictures of Candy. She's the original OG. Again, Macho Man, don't show any of these. But these are all things I got to put up yet with Candy. I mean, yeah, these are that I'll put up on her section. What do you think?
Yeah. Think you can't complain getting that daily drop in your box.
Hold on, wait till you see this next one. It's really going to take you by surprise. Look at that one.
Wow. That's everything.
Mm-hmm. So's that.
Yep.
All that's coming and more. No pun intended. So I got little folders built, as you can see, for every one of them. And
this is the one IT thing Bubba can handle.
What do you mean?
Like, you don't need help posting the photos or organizing and sorting them.
No, he's got it all figured out.
He's got this is the one thing he can do.
So anyway, man, if you are a girl on OnlyFans and Jeremy or Candy get a hold of you and want you to be one of the Bubba Army's MILF Mania girls,
it's not a scam. It's real.
It's not a scam. It's real. We're here to promote you. And we're going to end up doing several different content houses. Brian, this could actually be a pretty big thing. This could be a big thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
This could be this could end up being a really big thing that I'm excited for.
What do you see? Like when you say big, what do you like the next, like a national thing? Like the Bubba's MILF house is becoming like the Bop house. It's popular that there's like a MILF content house.
Yeah, I think it could. Now, you guys would know this more than me. How popular was the Bop house?
Well, it's still going on, right?
I mean, they've got all the highest grossing OnlyFans girls in the country there.
Is it going on nonstop?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
they bring a new stable.
Is it kind of like a voyeur dorm?
Yes.
Well, they're not filming 24/7. What they do is they're all there to kind of create content with each other and then go post it. They don't have like a camera that goes live. But then then they bring in new people and there's an application process.
So they just tape content at this particular house. It's called the Bop House, and they bring new ones in all the time. And the thing is, they're filming their content at the Bop House.
Yes. Is OnlyFans set up for live streaming?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. Which that scares me though. Why
does that scare you?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, because you can't control it.
What do you think's going to happen?
I mean, you can pull down a video right away.
What I'm saying is, like, when I do the Bubba Army's MILF Mania spring break content house. We might do things like, I was talking to Jeremy yesterday, we might do things like, do the poolside topless party. We could have that live.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's live 24/7 from that house, but
we do a couple, 3 or 4 different things that we've pre-planned that wouldn't go necessarily sideways on us. Like, I wouldn't want to do a dual-headed dildo strap-on high spot live. I'd want to be able to edit that.
Yeah, that's a good call. See, you know how to produce this kind of content.
Yeah. I mean, I might be quitting radio soon.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Candace Owen says Charlie Kirk came to me in a dream and told me he was betrayed.
Grifter's gonna grift, man.
It's alright. I know people still take her seriously, though.
You know?
Oh, I know.
Individuals who do?
A lot of people do. A lot of people
Co-host
like
of
her.
this show, perhaps?
A lot of people, a lot of people who support the show are into her.
Yeah. Is she not good? Is she bad?
I mean, she is what she is, man.
Which is what?
A opportunist.
Conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
Grifter.
But was she close to Charlie?
I don't know how close she was. I mean, I know they all run in the same circles, but did you see Bill Belichick's in talks already to leave UNC, and all of his coaches are already making plans to get on teams for the college football playoff?
No, they came out. Schefter came out last night with a Belichick quote.
Yeah. What did he say? None of it's true.
Yeah, he said he's dedicated to building a program at UNC.
Well, good luck.
I saw it and I was like, I don't, man. Would he really be trying to get out after the first year? But
yeah, it's that bad of a failure.
Is it really?
Well, there was a parent that came out and said that he's toxic and it all trickles down from him, and
And then of course the bitch is going to get blamed.
Once parents start coming out, that's always bad.
As she should.
That's bad news.
Yeah, that means the kids told the parent, right?
Mm-hmm. And nothing's being done. Well, I mean, if you can't be if you're gonna be if you're gonna be the asshole that he was on the Patriots, and you got to win every game, I think, for people to buy in. I think it's hard to buy in when you're not winning.
I'm looking at their schedule, and they're going to be lucky to win one more game.
Really?
Yeah, they're 2-3 right now, and 3-9 would be a decent finish for them.
But I think if you look at the way that college football was before the portal days, a guy would come in and he would have to give him a couple years before he got all his players.
Yeah, but that's changed now.
Well, I think you got to give him more than one offseason to get players. Like I think you have to at least give him that chance.
But what were they last year?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me see.
They put out Trubisky. They put out Drake May. They've had good quarterbacks.
So they made a bowl game last year. They were 6-6 regular season, lost the bowl game, but they were 6-7 overall. They're not going to sniff that this year.
What are they?
They're 2-3, but their wins are over Richmond and Charlotte. Richmond is an FCS team.
I'm worried about Dion.
Yeah.
He's got a tough schedule. If you look at his schedule.
Well,
he's got Iowa State.
Yeah, they've only beaten Delaware and Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they may not win another game this season.
No, they'll beat West Virginia.
Yeah, that's when it's going to be at West Virginia, and it's going to be colder.
They'll go like 5-7.
They ain't going 5 and 7.
But 5 and 7 doesn't fucking
They're
cut
2
it.
and 4 right now.
Yeah, I know.
You think they're going to go 3 and 3 over their last 6?
Yeah.
They already.
But you see, I didn't think they did already.
Oh, you're right. They didn't yet. Because they don't play them.
They don't?
They don't play who?
UCF.
No, they got Iowa State, loss. Utah, loss. Arizona.
What conference are they in? Are they not in ACC?
The Big 12.
Oh, okay.
Colorado. Arizona's probably a loss. West Virginia, maybe. Arizona State, probably a loss. Kansas State, even as bad as they've been, probably a loss. They may be staring down the barrel of 3 and 9 as well. 5 and 7 would be an awesome result.
Yeah, but there's a couple coin flips on the Arizona. And
5 and 7 it would be good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not making a bowl game.
But I'm looking at their schedule. USF's schedule is tougher than theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whenever someone asks, "How was your weekend?" Or, "What have you been up to?" Or just, "What's new?" Have a good answer. Just do what you love. Toyo Tires.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, we are now officially in the top 13% of all OnlyFans creators.
Nice.
And that's just after 1 week of my new MILF idea.
Greg D, $20.
Go to onlyfans.com/the Bubba Army and MILF it up, buddy. I got 6 MILFs. 6 not pro porn star, just girl next door. One girl's a stockbroker, a day trader. Then she kicks it out wide for the nighttime. And didn't we have a guy call in and said that she was on some other site last night, and he was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, he was chatting
Yeah,
with her.
and he didn't tip her, and he didn't.
Piece
pay
of
her
crap.
at
Yeah,
all.
piece of crap.
But at least he subscribed to our channel.
He's talking crap like his wife's out of town. He's out having a good time.
My old lady's out of town for 2 more weeks, and I was on this one saying this Velvet Barbie 71, and she said, "Yeah, I'm Bubba Army MILF," and then I said, "Okay."
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at you, not give you anything.
Lee Twain Tate, also known as...
Look at this.
She's going to be one of our MILF Mania challengers.
No, I do have the right to tell, Jeremy's not even going to present this type of stuff to me.
Hey, man, you listen, Baskin-Robbins has 31 flavors for a reason,
I don't think that there's
just because you don't
anybody-
I was going to say something
I don't
completely
know.
offensive, and I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't either. Just because, I prefer a Velvet Barbie 71 or a Candy K8, I don't think there's any man that I know that would want to be hooked up to this. And not only that, but to intensify her ugliness, she was raping 14. She was a school bus driver or a teacher, and she was raping 14-year-olds.
Are we sure that's not Warren Sapp?
Tate, also known as Miss Sharon, in court.
No, you know who it is? Miss Sharon.
Well, didn't she have a different name?
No.
That's a boy.
That's a man, isn't it?
Yes, that's a boy.
Listen.
Lee Twain Tate, also known as Lee Twain Tate.
All right, so Lee Twain. I wonder if he's related to Mark Tate. She's the reason why the pizzeria closed down.
If she is she.
Lee Wayne Tate, better known as Miss Sharon. So am I assuming we got a transitioning and or cross-dressing?
They left out the middle name. Lee Twain Daryl Tate.
Daryl.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Lee Twain Daryl Tate.
Or known as Miss Sharon.
Miss Sharon.
Lee Twain Tate, also known as Miss Sharon, in the booking photo has a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, women aren't that mad. That's a guy.
Lee Twain Tate.
Lee Twain Daryl Tate.
Lee Twain Tate, also known as Miss Sharon, in court Wednesday, charged with 2 counts of statutory rape, 6 counts of indecent liberties with a minor, and 1 count of statutory sex offense. Police say there are at least 4 victims, boys between the ages of 14.
Now, let me ask you a question. Brian, with your directorial skills, if you're
you can't rape the willing, Bubba.
No, what I'm saying is, They got this story of this dude that's cross-dressing, calling himself Miss Sharon, and preying upon young boys. Why would you put, as part of your B-roll, some weeds outside of somebody's mailbox? Like, what significance isn't B-roll supposed to support your story?
This is for the Illuminati.
Like if they would show like a classroom, I
don't know. They got the reporter that sounds like she's pinching her nostrils while she's doing the
15
story.
and 15. After weeks-long investigation, Tate was arrested Tuesday.
My wife told me I was in the house.
Look at this dude.
Oh, boy.
She told me that there were cops outside, a lot of undercover cops.
Investigators say several of the boys stayed.
Does this woman's husband do landscaping and they're trying to...
Investigators...
Why all the landscaping weeds?
Say several of the boys stayed with Tate and performed sexual acts on Tate at the home. Folks who live in the area say the entire ordeal is unsettling.
14, 15-year-olds can be so impressionable at that age. And, to think that somebody would take advantage of kids in that age range, that's just very alarming.
Mary Catherine Elkins with Pat's Place Child Advocacy Center.
Pat's Place,
says they work with
the Healing Center. You walk in there and say, man, I need healed. Heal me. Pat, where's Pat at?
With CMPD on investigations like this.
We provide a forensic interview, which is a developmentally appropriate conversation with children to get information from them that's admissible in court.
Elkin says it is important for parents to have regular...
So hold on. They got such a problem with kids getting touched that they have to have their own business called Pat's Place to be able to investigate all the wrongdoing.
Well, I think
wouldn't a police agency have an experienced, person on staff that deals with, this sort of deal?
Not always, and they provide other forms of child counseling. They're just not going after child sex victims of LaToya Daryl Tate or whatever her name was.
So this isn't just for this particular incident. This is for kids that got other issues.
A lot of therapy for kids, probably.
Okay,
yeah.
so whether they're kids,
behavioral issues, whatever.
Kids' problems comes in all shapes and sizes. This just happens to be probably on the more egregious side of things that they do, but they do other things too.
Doug's place was just a belt to the ass, right, Bubba?
Doug's place was in his garage. Doug's place was go out in the garage and water sand that fender, then a slap in the ass.
Their conversations with their kids about safety and appropriate relationships with adults.
Even with teenagers, they need to be aware that there are boundaries and that they can say no.
Yeah, I question the parents of the kids that were violated and like not knowing or knowing who their kids are hanging out with. I'm telling you right now, Brian, it would only take one look for you to see that Miss Sharon was in some way, shape, or form educating your child, and she would be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you really, as a parent, got to know everybody that's in your kid's life, from their soccer coach to their teacher to their principal to their school bus driver to the people. I mean, you got to know every person that has interaction with your child.
I do background checks on the cashiers at Publix before checking out. That's how careful I
am. He did a full-blown the guy that drops off the Amazon packages. Brian's got a full workup on him.
Yep. I got facial recognition technology.
Hello, go ahead.
Bubba, what's going on?
Nothing. What do you want other than some stupid?
This LH, man.
Hey, this is LH, man. Let me tell you something. I don't like when you do this, and I don't like when you do that.
I've been loving
and I don't like when you do this.
Couple of days.
He's saying, Bubba, he's calling to be cool, man.
He's calling to be cool because he knows.
I'm just calling. Hey, Bubba.
Done with him.
What is a MILF? I'm from the streets, but I don't know what that means. Because you keep saying the Bubba, the MILF.
Mom, I'd like to fornicate.
Yeah,
MILF. No. I'm saying you call the ladies a MILF.
Yeah, I told you what it means.
Yeah,
it's a mom I'd like to fornicate with, but a different word.
Oh, okay. That's what that stands for.
MILF is spelled MILF, and it means mom I liked
to fornicate. See, I never knew that. That don't rock in my neighborhood. That's what I'm saying, Bubba. That's why I'm calling. I ain't trying to be a troll or nothing. Cause you promoting these girls, but my second question, you promoting them, but you can't remember their names.
I can remember their names.
Man, you calling the girl Candy Cane. I seen the movie with Rusty Nail. I know what you're thinking about. Remember we kept calling her Candy Cane? Her name Candy Cake.
It's Candy.
Hey,
It's Candy
you
Cake.
You promoting them.
Jesus Christ, oh my God.
But I just want to know what MILF still.
Okay, we just told you.
I never knew that, bro.
There you go.
Take care, LH. We love you, brother.
Yeah, man, I just want to let you know, man, because, you messed her name up, man. It means you don't know. Shut up, LH. I'm done being good to you. I'm done being nice to you. I'm done patty caking you. Get the hell off my phone. As soon as I hear you, I'm done.
Wow.
No, but I'm tired. Like, I've been patient with him.
He didn't do anything today.
Bullcrap. He was telling me that I didn't know the girls' names, and he was trying to make that into something. If you would have called and said, I don't know what MILF means. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I do know. Thank you. And he also said, Brian, that didn't fly in my neighborhood. I don't care about what flies in your neighborhood.
No, he's just saying where he runs, the MILF term hasn't really gotten around yet.
No, I don't know. Go ahead and stick up for him. Because you're going to.
Look.
Hold on. Even Seth would admit that all LH does.
I think LH could have just Googled MILF, to be honest, but
right.
That's
but does
just
he
me.
not? But I'm asking you, Seth, in particular, does he not call to hate on me? Like, he never has anything. He listens to every minute of the show, and he just calls and picks at me nonstop.
I think he likes to mix it up with you, Sponjo. And I'm not saying that you're always up for that, but I think that he wants a back and forth when he calls you.
And I'm all about being back and forth as long as you're fair about it. I'm all about it. I'm all about, I really am. I like controversial, and I like mixing it up, but every time he calls, it's everything that I do wrong, and I missed this and this and this and this, and you just can't kick me every effing. You gotta throw me a bone.
You gotta be nice to the old heads out there, man.
Did you guys see this? Where I think Warren Sapp actually posted it, saying, "Did Kyler Murray get a concussion?"
This might have been Warren Sharp. He's a football analyst.
Oh, was it Warren Sharp?
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
think
sorry.
it is. Yeah,
you're
Warren
right. I saw
LH
that.
is going to call in and correct you.
Yeah, man.
You don't know who Warren Sharp is?
Bubba. LH, I just want to let you know, man, in my neighborhood, Warren Sharp and Warren Sapp, man, that's two different dudes.
That's a white guy.
And since you messed up Warren Sapp to Warren, that means you don't really appreciate either one of them. You'd think of some stupid stuff.
Jacoby Brissett is their backup quarterback.
Now, did they put him through concussion protocol just based on the snap, him missing the snap, it hitting his face mask, jolting his head back a little bit? Like, is that what did they really check him for a concussion?
Yeah. Yeah, they took him out of the game following this.
Watch this.
So here's the play. Clearly didn't know.
I mean, just because of the head snapback? I mean, you got a $1,200 helmet that's made to protect you against a 245-pound battering ram of a linebacker, and you're trying to tell. I'll tell you one thing: if he did concuss, that's center of the year as far as having steam on the ball, right?
Did they take him? Did he ever go back in the game? Like, did he have a concussion?
I don't know.
He's lucky he survived. That's how Dale Earnhardt got taken out.
Is their backup quarterback.
I mean, but that's Brian. If you were the center and you were trying to, maybe you're an unrestricted free agent, you'd be like, man, I'll tell you one thing. I got so much steam, because they do statistics on how fast the ball gets back there.
Yeah, I don't think it was the ball. I think it was him trying to move his head back on his own while it's coming towards him to try and adjust to catch it. I think it's just the motion that he did of his own neck.
But what was the play before?
They're saying that he might have gone off because he hurt his foot. So I don't know. They're saying there's no reports of a concussion. They're saying he might have gone off because of his foot.
Yeah, foot injury.
But if I'm a center, I'm like, man, I got so much steam on my ball that I'll give you a concussion if you're not paying attention.
Their backup quarterback.
I didn't know, but I mean, they keep extensive records on how many seconds it takes for the ball to get to the quarterback on a shotgun deal, how many seconds and what's the distance and for punts, for extra points, because, Brian, tenths of seconds means, it's
the difference between a sack and not.
It's a difference between a sack or a block punt or a block field goal. If you can get that ball, back there 2/10 faster than the next guy.
They say it's a game of inches, but I believe it's a game of seconds.
Me too.
That's right.
Milliseconds.
So here's the play.
It's embarrassing either way.
The Cardinals are the most embarrassing team in football right now, in my opinion, because they have a championship caliber defense that they put together, and their offense cannot move the ball.
Sounds just like the Browns.
And they get out to 21-point leads and then blow the game.
Sound like the Browns.
No, the Browns aren't blowing 21-point leads to the worst teams in football.
And as Kyler Murray has his ship sailed, has his 15 minutes, is he done?
He's hasn't been good in years.
I mean, was he number one overall?
Yeah, I think it's I think Kyler Murray's fine. I think it might be an organizational thing.
Was he from Louisville?
Oklahoma.
No, Oklahoma.
Remember, he got drafted, I believe he picked, was it in the first round to play baseball?
Yes.
By Oakland or something, and you passed on that?
He gets up, and Archer's maybe a little loose. Jacoby Brissett.
So did he have a concussion?
No.
Foot injury,
but they made it look like he did, and
it's funny.
You don't see a guy. I mean, the snap was coming. It looked like a little bit harder than most snaps come at you.
But I mean, there's really no such thing. As an offensive line coach, you're never going to get yelled at. No, they're never going to go to the center and say, you're hiking it too hard and fast.
Well, that might have been too high, but I don't know, Bubba. I don't know the ins and the outs of the snapping.
The guy's only 4'7", so.
Well, I know. Well, that makes it tough, too, is how small he is. So.
Is Kyler Murray, is he little?
Yeah. He's a little guy. He's probably 5'9".
That would have been at Joe Flacco's hip.
How big is Flacco? Is he
6'4".
big?
They showed Flacco getting off a Southwest flight in Cincinnati yesterday.
I think that was an old picture from when he got into Cleveland.
Oh, my God, Southwest?
He drove to Cincinnati from Cleveland. Yeah.
All right, they didn't put him on a private jet or anything. They go, just get here yourself. Flacco,
and they already announced him the starter.
Really?
For this week.
And guess who? And guess who play? They play.
Packers.
And he's already beaten the Packers.
That's right.
Yeah. He has nothing to lose. He already played the Packers this year.
Yeah, they beat them 13-10.
Remember the Browns beat the Packers week 3.
Here's the thing, though. He's going behind probably the worst offensive line in football, and he has no mobility.
Did you see the backup from the Bengals was throwing a fit? Was like full hot.
Well,
Jake Browning.
Yeah.
Did you see his girl though? She talked about full hot.
No.
Whew.
Yeah, she was wearing the full. I think it was a couple years ago when he played. She was wearing a full.
She looked like a bobsled runner.
Yeah. Was the camel toe kicking?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love camel
By the
toes.
way, $20.
So University of North Carolina cancels Hulu series after 2-3 start to Belichick's first season. So now was it the university that canceled, or was it Hulu?
UNC.
So are they just catching so much heat?
It's not a good year. People are. I mean, I would assume when things don't go well, Bill Belichick's going to start looking at everything outside of the actual coaching that he's doing.
Well, UNC's also looking at what their buyout and how they can get the buyout going.
Already?
Yeah.
But they came out. Schefter came out with the quote from Bill Belichick last night, Lummy, that said that he's dedicated to building up the program at UNC.
May be.
And that,
oh God, he is.
Doesn't mean the college is.
He's not. There's no way you're ready to blow out a guy after 5 games.
I don't know, man. This guy has come in and been disruptive with his gold-digging bitch. Since the day that he walked there, I could see where they feel this is very much a distraction, and they could get one of these hotshot offensive coordinators from Indiana or Ohio State or Miami, and be probably more in tune with what college kids want. Bill Belichick doesn't know what college kids want.
I said it from the beginning. This was the worst hire ever in the history of bad hires.
Yeah, I don't think Bill Belichick knows what he wants. But Bubba, just looking at it, like if I had a son who was looking to go somewhere, I'd want him to go to somewhere that could be a father figure that could potentially mold him. And man, I would choose a million other coaches over Bill Belichick.
Me too.
Right? I mean, he might be a different guy in person when he's sitting in your living room, but I mean, they're saying about a parent came out anonymously yesterday and said that it's an incredibly toxic environment, and it comes straight from the top of Bill Belichick. And when you're being a dick, with kids and not winning, and then the parents start coming at you.
Right.
That's bad
so
news.
in order for that parent to have gotten that data, his son, who's on the team, has had to tell him that.
Yes.
And now it's all trickulating downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, take care of your son.
5
Love him like
things.
he's my own.
So I'll let you know. Take care of your kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a father figure to your boy.
If we lose,
I guess supposedly the one parent that came through, their son was just recently in a fight in the locker room, so he's scared to go to the facility now.
You two kids quit fighting.
I can't develop quarterbacks, but I could get you the next Amendola or Julian Edelman. What do you say?
Here are the 5 things. Now this is his girlfriend Jordan Hudson, and
she's got nothing to do with them sucking.
Yes,
just be honest, man.
She's the reason.
Yes, she does.
Unless she made him take that job to be around the youth, there's no way this is her fault that he sucks at
all
college.
her fault.
This is all her fault.
This is all her fault. All her fault.
Ruined a good man's legacy.
The hoodie's getting exposed, man. I was very much with him and Brady on the same level, but Brady has far surpassed him with greatness.
Not only that, but who was the driving force of their success?
I think they both worked well together. I think, obviously Tom Brady was the the head of the snake, but they got other good guys in there.
One guy went on to win a Super Bowl with another organization, and the other guy went in and has tanked a college football program.
But in fairness, Bill Belichick, he was able to build great defenses. He was able to sign free agents like Talib and
Randy Moss
and Revis, Del Revis, and all these guys. He was able to draft Gronkowski and Edelman. So he put the guys around.
Didn't Junior Seau play a year for him?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he played his couple years.
They were able to put the guys around Brady, but it was always like Brady and Belichick, and now it kind of seems like it was Brady was maybe 1A and Belichick was maybe 1B. With the successes that they had in the
I think Belichick is gone. There's because
no, he'd be done, Bubba.
But collectively,
he's done.
Can any of us right now? Can any of us recite anything good that we've heard from the University of North Carolina football organization? All we're hearing is things like what Lummy's spewing, and that is, what's the buyout? There's assistant coaches that are looking to catch on to other teams before the playoffs. The portal's going crazy. You reported, Seth, that there's parents that are making allegations
speaking out against them.
So there's nothing positive at all.
It's been bad. It's been bad the whole time because of the Jordan Hudson stuff. That started it. All of the stuff that happened over the summer with the 60 Minutes interview and everywhere that they would show up and she'd be wearing, the Falcons score of the Super Bowl and everything. Like all that stuff was a major distraction. But you figured that when you got out there, that Bill Belichick was going to have a strong semblance of what he wanted to do and that they were going to be a strong program building and looking to compete. And right now, they're not. And so, people are eventually. Bubba, coaches, players, people are going to leave after this year.
They lost by 25 to a very mediocre UCF team.
Yes.
Very mediocre. They can't, against teams with pulses, they can't score more than 2 scores.
You said, Brian, they'll be lucky to win another game for the rest of the year.
I'm looking at their schedule, and it's looking like a 2-9 team. Maybe Stanford has a hiccup or Wake Forest, but I don't see wins on. And it's not even like they have a tough schedule. They have one of the easiest schedules in the nation.
Did you see that Wake Forest screw job over Vanderbilt? When they were trying to get the guy to jump off sides, he jumped off sides, so they hiked the ball, end up throwing it incomplete, which gave then you obviously didn't see it. It was Georgia Tech.
The old Wake Forest Vandy game?
No,
it was Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. It was Georgia Tech Wake Forest, and it would have been a huge upset because I think Georgia Tech's undefeated.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, they're 5-0.
They're 5-0, and it would have been and Wake Forest had them done. And the refs absolutely screwed them. When we return, we need to talk about, supposedly the whole world has come together for Israel and Hamas.
Dude, that's big, man. They
That's big. I mean, you can say what you want about Trump.
They whispered in his ear last night, like Rubio did, or like almost like when they told Bush about 9/11 about the ceasefire.
When he was reading My Goat to the kids,
My Pet Goat.
I mean, you can see like
Donald Trump was reading I Am the Goat to people.
To me, it's hard to really get a read on when Trump is being genuine, and his reaction last night with Rubio, really, you could tell that he really cared that this was going to be over.
And listen, as much as I've been a critic of his lately, and I got some stuff I was going to play a little bit later today that doesn't necessarily make him look like in the best of lights. I think Trump is really with the FCC stuff and I just think
what do you mean they're cleaning up Chicago and Portland? It's great,
but You got to give him credit for this deal. The other administration couldn't get this deal done.
You give him credit, Bubba, but a lot of other countries came together. Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, they all applied pressure on Hamas this time to accept the deal. People wanted to know where those countries had been for the last couple of years. So I don't know if Trump was able to get them together or whatever. I'm glad this worked out. I just know that a lot of the pressure from some of the countries in the area really were sticking it to Hamas to do this deal.
And he may have influenced that, but that's what you need in that region.
Yes,
you need a cohesive plan to deal with this.
You need 6, 7, 8 dancing partners to get to this situation.
Right. It wasn't just going to be the U.S. trying to get this done.
You've got to have checks and balances of the region. The region's got to police, Hamas, and that's what they've come up with. Whether Trump is the glue that put all that together or not, he may not. But
he'll take credit for it, and I think
should.
that's fine. I know a lot of people I think have to be responsible for something like this. It can't be one person, but he was very dedicated to getting it done. It seemed impossible, but they've got Hamas that's going to give up the final hostages. They did say that they believe Hamas will not be able to find the remains of the 20 possible dead hostages.
That's going to be bad.
They said 2 of the hostages that are alive are in grave danger or grave condition.
That's 100 beepers that are blowing up right there.
Yeah, but they said they've known for a while that Hamas had all these hostages spread out, and that the ones that died they weren't necessarily able to keep track of. So, but that's part of the deal is that they're going to get all the bodies and prisoners,
which is important.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But here's the thing: as good as this is going, is as bad as Russia-Ukraine is. I mean, that's as bad as there's no relief in sight there.
Well, that was
Brian. Am I wrong? I mean,
no.
It seems like we've digressed in that. As much progress that we've made in the Middle East, it's a crap show over there, and Putin keeps getting more and more emboldened.
I mean, yeah, he invaded a country. I don't think he's going to stop until he gets what he wants. I don't know what that is, but nobody seems to be able to stop him at all.
I mean, Brian does
Hamas is easier to talk to than Putin.
Yeah, for real. Now, Brian, do you think that Trump now concentrates on that, or is it a lost leader for him and he takes a step back and lets him figure out what at that point Ukraine's going to become smashed? Like, what's your, I got to go into words, and we're going to get into the Trump Hamas deal next, but what's your quick opinion on where you think Russia-Ukraine's headed?
I think strategically, to continue to feed the military-industrial complex, we have to have a conflict going on somewhere in the world, and he's probably backed off trying to end it aggressively because he realizes it's good for business.
Well, remember, he kind of sided with Ukraine the last time that he talked about it.
Well, I think that was,
him backing off
and saying, the defense contractors being like, look, man, we need this right now. This is how we're making money because we're not bombing anybody, and we need to keep selling bombs to somebody.
Well, he realized Putin's impossible. He thought they were going to be able to get something out of that conference in Alaska, and he realized that they got nowhere.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It was a good PR show for
think
Putin.
About this, man.
Trump lost that meeting.
I was just getting ready to say, Trump's got to take an L on the Alaska meeting.
Well, Putin's losing. Putin is losing support from Trump. That can't be good.
But what are we going to really do about it? What can we really do about it?
I don't know. Eventually, some. I don't know. I don't know if all of it doesn't seem like Europe and the United States putting pressure on Russia is doing the job. And obviously pressure from these other countries got Hamas to, give up their weapons and
but
whatever.
This is a whole other animal.
This is complete. Yeah, I don't think
this is a whole nother animal than Jordan signing on and to get your back.
Right. I think Putin wants to. I think he wants to rule the world. So
yeah, he wants Russia to return to eminence.
So since we know, and I think we all agree on that, we can't let that happen.
No,
like that cannot happen. Somebody's got to stop that.
Yeah,
or it won't be stopped. It gets to a point where you can't stop it.
He wants it back to be the size of the USSR.
We don't want a world war, though, so that's why we don't put boots on the ground there. And we're indirectly funding it and doing what we're doing, but it's a mess.
We'll be back with the Trump, Israel,
getting the news last night,
Hamas. The little whisper, Rubio whispers in his ear.
That's strong. That was cool to see, man. That's going to be a big moment in U.S. history if they can keep it together.
You can say what you want about Trump. And you certainly, be very critical of a lot of things. But, he is, it's on his tab. This got done on his tab. And you can at least give him that. So we'll get into that next.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
It's going to, look, they're going to start going back in the area. They're going to fall in love with Israeli soldiers. They're going to make a movie about it. It's going to go to Cannes with Bubba's documentary. We're going to be at the Grammys. I can see it now, baby.
The Grammys, the album's going to be that good?
Well, the soundtrack is going to be on fire. It's going to be like in his Middle Eastern, fusion.
Desert Rose is going to come back by Sting.
Okay, all right. You're too much for me. I'm out of here.
Desert Rose.
Wow. I dream of rain.
Oh, man.
I dream of fire in the desert sand. It's a good song, man. Thought of Desert Rose in a long time. I don't know how that popped into my head. I mean, we're thinking about the Middle East, so that was the natural transition there. But anywho, how we all doing, Bubba Army? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Pereira's a beast, man. I bet on him to win that fight, so glad I did. I don't know if he goes to heavyweight.
He was. Are you talking about the guy that just kept taking him down?
No, Alex Pereira knocked out Ankalaev.
Like in 37 seconds, right?
No, it was like a minute 19 or something. But it was quick.
The fight before that was
yeah.
Little bulldog-looking guy who's a champion who kept taking this guy with goofy ears down.
Yeah. Davalishi or whatever his name is.
Hey, can I ask you if this is a good play for an investment?
What's that? Hold on, I got to do a sound check for Macho.
Okay. I got a burning question. I'll ask Lonnie. He knows about stocks. Do you think that
mic check, test.
Do you think that because their ceasefire now, that tourism to Israel could spike and we could possibly maybe buy shares in the Tel Aviv, Hilton or something like that?
When do I stop, Mommy?
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
that it'd be safer to travel, and...
That's great direction.
I mean, that could be a kibbutz, could be a little pricey, but I'm just thinking maybe we just buy some shares,
Yeah, buy some shares of whoever's going to invest into Israel.
Yo.
Hello.
It's going to be tough to find. What do you mean? Trump wanted to build a golf course.
I know, but I mean, those companies, if they're hopefully public and not private, you know what I mean?
Test.
You got to get in on this, Lummy.
Well, you're in the insiders. I'm not.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, he said get off now.
I did get off while I was doing that. Right
I mean,
under
you
the...
got, listen, you can speak the language. I can't.
I can say a few prayers. I mean, I go to the business meeting, Baruch Atah Adonai.
And they're like, oh, here's all the companies you should buy.
Shalom.
I was saying because I think tourism might spike in Israel because, things are good, that we might buy stock in, like, Israeli hotels and stuff like that. And, like, do you think that'd be a good idea?
Oh, are there specific Israeli hotels that you can buy stock?
Not even looked into.
That's what I'm saying. You got to find the companies that are going to invest in Israel.
Well, is there like a Marriott and an Intercontinental in Israel?
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, so I mean,
you should know.
But I don't know that that it's going to make a big difference in Marriott stock. If you find like nice small independent hotels that are doing crowdsourcing or something in Israel.
Crowdsourcing, is that where the homeless people sleep in hostels with each other?
I'm opening up a gentleman's club in Israel. It's called the Gaza Strip. It's all displaced Palestinian women.
Drew used to do a character.
That's what comes off. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drew used to do a character of a gay DJ who spun in the Gaza Strip and the Wailing Wall, and he took ecstasy and he was gay. He would talk about all this. It was a pretty funny thing. DJ Avi.
DJ Avi?
Avi, A-V-I. He's like, bring me your finest MDMA pills. See you boys later at the Wailing Wall.
I like that we're doing a talk show and people are like, you love the sound of your own voice. I'm like, I'll just sit here quiet.
I know. They're like, yeah, Brian really likes to chime in. Oh, yeah, really, thanks.
Isn't that what he's supposed to be doing?
These motherfuckers are so stupid.
Like LH, I used to like the show till Brian chimed in so much.
No, there's just a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that don't get how this shit goes, man.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabedo studios.
Aquabedo.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Mushroom Mitch, 25. Steph in the studio, feeling good. That's what he said.
Wheeze 76, 20.
Wheeze! Thank you.
Wheeze.
He's a man. Don't forget Apple TV, Amazon, and Google Play. You can get the documentary produced by Woltz Films. Video Killed the Radio Star. And you can rent it for $4.99. Well, you don't have to buy it or anything. Rent it. And upon starting the movie, you got 48 hours to watch it, and you can just buy it and keep it in your hopper for 30 days. But once you start the watching process, you have 48 hours to watch it, and I think you'll like it. I think it'll kind of validate, but it'll kind of navigate you through all of the Hogan sex tape talk and who did what and the timeline and the chain of command. And
did you announce that did you already say on the air that you were going to be doing
no, I'm not.
That was off
completely
when
off the air.
When did you tell us that? Before
this
the
morning,
show?
Before the show, we were talking about whacking it to old ladies.
But that's not for air.
Okay.
Because you know what will happen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just it's a big deal. I mean,
it's a very big deal. But Brian, here's my prediction based on the trolls. They'll get a hold of said person and wear them out and potentially get it canceled.
I don't think that would happen, but I understand why you would want to keep it under wraps.
Mm-hmm. I don't think most of them can get in touch with Jimmy Kimmel. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
The Wolfman, $10.
Said too much.
This is the very much memorable moment where Trump was in the middle. Was he in the middle of a press conference or something? And I think Marco Rubio, obviously the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, came and whispered something in Trump's ear, something to the fact where I think we're very close to a deal in the Middle East. And Trump, at that point, I think excused himself.
Yeah, they had to talk to him.
45 people can whisper in Marco Rubio's ear at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Marco Rubio can hear things over at the Capitol building from the White House, like, people scuttlebutting.
He's
about
like
him.
a Phoenix Fox.
Criminal conspiracy.
Okay. I'm just giving.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was just given a note by the Secretary of State saying that we're very close to a deal in the Middle East, and they're going to need me pretty quickly, so I will take a couple of more questions.
Criminal conspiracy.
Yeah, so
that's big. I hope Marco popped the mint before you go in the president's ear like that, because if you have bad breath, he could probably ruin you if you're going right in there.
So as Trump continued to take a few more questions, see, here's what I don't like about Trump. Is I think you could completely eliminate this, and he does this a lot, where he turns things around. He has a memory like Richard Nixon on who's talked bad about him, and I think Brian. I think Brian.
I'm just saying, you don't forget either.
The hell I don't. None of you guys would be in here if I didn't forget people talking bad about me.
You don't forget it. You may forgive it, but you don't forget it.
Anyway, the last president that based on the presidential research and presidential knowledge that I have, the last president that was this petty and kind of kept score about the media and who talks what was Richard Nixon.
Nixon and Johnson were pretty bad. LBJ and Richard Nixon.
They actually had notes of copious notes of different reporters, what they said and what have you. And I think that you just can't. You just can't do that.
You got to rise above it. The office of the president is bigger than some moron, news columnist.
All right, go ahead.
In the ceasefire.
This is CNN speaking, by the way. So,
are you personally
this is one of the worst reporters that you'll ever. I don't even want to take a question. It's a waste of time. Go ahead.
See, I just don't think. I think that as good that you're doing right now with the Israel Hamas deal, as good as that could be and can be and will be, this takes away from some of that shine.
And it doesn't even sound like she was being mean about it. She asked if he'll be involved in the continuing discussion. I think that's where her question was going.
Was that Caitlin Collins?
I think so.
Oh, he likes her.
Yeah, no, it's a different lady.
Oh, it was okay. A different lady, and it's somebody that, and if you watch this, there's a gaggle of people asking him question. He specifically points her out because, in my opinion, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, he knows that she's written some crap about him, so he specifically picks her. There were 200. It sounded like 200 people yelling questions. He slows it down, picks her because he knows that she's got heat, and he can belittle her. Because listen, it goes from mass hysteria to him picking out specifically her. Now, why would he pick her if she has a history of not being pro-you or writing bad things about you? She's obviously done something to irritate you, right? And she's been a critic of you. So just listen down. So he's specifically scanning the press pool, the press corps, if you will, and singling her out. Watch.
All right, go ahead.
In the ceasefire.
This is CNN speaking, by the way. So,
are you personally
this is one of the worst reporters that you'll ever. I don't even want to take a question. It's a waste of time. Go ahead.
See, I just think that that's so as much good that you did yesterday with the Israel Hamas deal, and listen, people can say you're the glue that did it or not, but you are the president of the United States. That this deal got done while you were president, so people got to give you credit for it. They certainly can't. They certainly can't discredit you for it.
She was actually giving him a chance to say, "Yeah, I was involved in the. Of course, I was involved in the discussions, and it took a glable effort, but we were a big part of the reason.
She was kind of giving him a little bit of a softball.
Yeah, were you involved in the peace negotiations, the ceasefire?
This is.
Here we go. When he finally picks her.
In the ceasefire.
This is CNN speaking, by the way. So,
are you personally
this is one of the worst reporters that you'll ever. I don't even want to take a question. It's a waste of time. Go ahead.
How will you decide which workers get back pay and which workers do not?
Well, we're going to see. Most of them are going to get back pay, and we're going to try and make sure of that. But some of them are being hurt very badly by the Democrats, and they therefore won't qualify.
again, just when
he quickly put it on them and got out, man. I love it.
But just when, and that's not even like that's even kind of a dick move. Like, you know, he could have said, "Listen, we're going to analyze this whole situation. I wish the two parties could work better together. I'm not really happy with the Democrats right now in holding this up, but both parties need to come together and we need to get the government back open." You know, like it's I don't know, Brian. And here I am. I'm not a politician. I'm not a smart man. I'll never be the president of the United States. But and I'm a loose wire at times. But even I know when to be a dick and not be a dick. And it's like he's always in dick mode.
I got to say, though, I'd be feeling pretty confident if I had just helped, broker a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel.
Yep.
I'd be whipping it out, dismissing CNN.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Now you've just given the opposition some more leverage to use against you, whereas had you taken the high road and really, really concentrated on what you did good for that day, which is the Israel-Hamas deal, and leaned into that, and stop worrying about this petty little hate, it just would have made the Israel-Hamas deal that stronger of a news story.
Well, look, it is something they brought up, that concerns Americans. We are about America first. I don't think that there's really any Democrats that can be upset about, the ceasefire that was signed at all. But, even though that happened, Bubba, and that looks like they're going to move into phase one of that ceasefire, things still have to get handled here. Back in America, people are still very unhappy. People are without jobs. And so, yeah, Trump's got to, get back on that one as well.
Yeah.
Tonight with breaking news out of the White House on a possible deal to end the 2-year Israeli war against Hamas after Hamas's attack on October the 7th, 2023. President Trump announced what he calls the first phase of the agreement.
And he should be pounding his chest on this. I got this done. I'm the one that got stability in the region. I'm the one that got these 8 or 9 other countries to all chip in and to have each other's back,
hey,
and to have, and really lean into this, because this is a big W for him.
Brian, serious question. And I know that he's talking about wanting it. Do you think that if this ceasefire goes through as planned, which it looks like, it will, do you think that he could get the Nobel Peace Prize?
I know he's really pushing for it.
But this would be worthy of it, wouldn't you think?
It's up there. If it's long-lasting peace in the Middle East that he's able. Now, I don't think you award it to him this year, but
you let it happen. You let us see how it plays out a little bit longer.
Yeah, you let it see how it plays out. And if it sticks and holds, and it turns out he was the driving force behind that, then that's worthy.
That would be, I think, time. You need some time on that deal, but if it does, like you say, Seth, if it goes through the way it's looking like it might.
I know I'm a mark for Israel. This is a big deal to me. I'm very happy that the killing's over. This
is a big deal for the world. This is a big deal for the world, regardless if you're Jewish or not Jewish. This brings stability into a part of the world that historically has not been stable and is always an October 7th situation away.
What are all the movie stars going to cry about now?
I don't know. But
you mean no more free Palestine?
Yeah.
Social media
go on a writer's strike or something.
From Israel and Hamas have been discussing key points for the last.
I mean, what are all these Democratic actors that hate Trump? What are they going to that are happening?
They've already kind of switched the ICE thing.
Yeah. 3 days in Egypt. Today, they were joined by the White House Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and.
Why do I feel like it's talking like this? Like a 20s gangster.
About time Egypt got involved. Ever since this whole thing started, they've been trying to keep everybody from Gaza out of their country.
They've been like Switzerland, kind of they don't really. Egypt's really never. They don't
want to deal with it.
They've been hanging their hat on the pyramids for 5,000 years, resting on their laurels.
Right. Make another move, Pharaoh.
Jared Kushner joining me now is White House correspondent Ed O'Keefe. Ed, what do we know?
Ed, give it to me, buddy.
John, we were anticipating some kind of an announcement could come from the president tonight on behalf of negotiators in Egypt, and he has announced via his Truth Social website that he is proud to announce Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. It means all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line as the first steps towards a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. All parties will be treated fairly. He calls it a great day for the Arab and Muslim world, Israel, all surrounding nations, in the United States, and ends it by saying, "Blessed are the peacemakers." This photo right here of Secretary of State Marco Rubio scribbling a note furiously at the White House to the president in a meeting he was holding with conservative journalists was our first sign that things were coming together quickly this afternoon. This happened just before 5 p.m. Eastern. Rubio ran into the room, scribbled out the note, whispered to the president, and they proceeded to wrap up the event and then head off to meetings. And it was at that point
So Brian, is like the job of Marco Rubio being the Secretary of State, is it his job to really, really kind of scope this in and then have the president sign? Like, that's really kind of his job, right? Being the Secretary of State, that to get the negotiations to where
he got the email and then he went in there and small hands Marco is the best guy to deliver the notes.
He's
I mean, his actual
he's
job,
a facilitator, and that's
I mean,
his
like
job.
what I'm saying is, like, was he the guy burning the midnight oil on the phone that we're trying to get these particular provisions done and the rules and the things like that? I mean, I got to think the president has to lean on his cabinet to rough this in. Then he comes in, cleans it up, and takes credit for it.
But the president gets credit. That's his cabinet.
Right.
He's the chief executive. That's the way it works.
Right.
White House officials were saying
that'd be like a paralegal for you doing a lot of the legwork and case law for a lawsuit that you went to trial on. You refer to their notes and case law 2 or 3 times. Those are the contributing factors as to why you won, and you're the one that presented the data to the jury.
Yep.
What do you think is going to be more of like an iconic photo in American history where Trump is getting whispered about this ceasefire, or when George W. got the news about 9/11? I mean, they're so similar.
They are.
Like Trump, you can tell, like, he's very, and George W., you can tell that, you could tell right away that he was sinking when he heard that news. I just know that those images are probably going to be shown side by side. They're so similar.
I really thought George W. handled it about as pimp ass as you could have. Because he didn't abruptly.
He was with a bunch of kids, right?
Oh, no, I know, but he didn't like immediately shoot up and get this. He was very. I thought he handled it as gracefully as he could.
I sent you a side by side of the pictures.
Oh, they already have them. Jeez,
they already have them.
Or did Lummy do it to get?
Lummy can't Photoshop like that. Please.
Well, you get a program.
You got to know. You got to know Lummy's. You got to know Lummy's limitations. Hold on here.
All right. Thanks.
Lummy did it.
No, it's fine.
Did you do it, Lummy?
Yeah, it's all right. Did
you really do it?
It just got programs
Lummy,
for
did you really do it?
Yeah, just programs correct.
Okay.
Look at that, man.
You know what? Very similar. You're right, Seth. Very, very similar, including the reaction. If you just look at the presidents, George W. Bush, he's laser locked in what he's hearing. Trump is laser locked in what he's hearing. And now, was this the Secretary of State at the time, or this was like?
No, I just think it was one of his handlers there because he was just in an elementary school,
right?
Maybe, yeah.
That's just one of his like probably not his chief of
Secret
staff,
Service.
But
maybe you think?
Nah,
maybe
looks a little too gray in the hair to be Secret Service, but
that, Lummy, I apologize if indeed you were able to get these 2 images side by side, and you did that all on your own.
He doubts your skill set, Lummy, and he said that.
He was the chief of staff, by the way, Andrew Card.
Oh, it was his chief of staff.
Okay, so Lummy, I personally want to apologize to you for having that skill set.
I think we need a Bubba Army Lummy Appreciation Day.
I don't think we need one.
We need one coming up.
He just took 2 days off paid.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
I meant where like the listeners and everybody celebrate him and
shut up.
Call in, give him his flowers.
Do we know where Lummy was or what he did?
No, we don't.
We don't know.
We do. It's been well documented on Facebook.
Is it?
Yes.
Lummy, where were you and what did you do?
They were in Trenton, Florida.
That's how good of a boss I am. You asked for 2 days.
Yes, thank you.
I thought it was Trenton, New Jersey.
And I didn't ask any. You said, "May I have 2 days?" Because my family wants to go on a little mini vacation, and I didn't ask one other question.
No,
other than yes, take the days you need, bud.
Exactly. Thank you.
And I haven't asked. Otherwise, you guys could have stayed at home in Wesley Chapel and just, laid by the pool all day. I don't know.
AI ourselves out there.
So what did you guys do?
Oh, we just went to God's country. We just went up north of Florida and got away.
What part of Florida?
Dixie County. Gilchrist.
I know exactly where Dixie County is.
What are you sleeping in a tent? What'd you do?
We got an RV, Pitbull, Labrador, $20.
Fifth wheel.
Yeah, fifth wheel.
Were you guys? Did you pull it with your truck?
No, we just had it delivered.
Oh, giant recreation world?
No, I didn't really think about
medium-sized recreation world.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this what the idiots call glamping?
Yes.
Luxury camping?
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
And did you guys just were you at a campground or were you in the middle of the
No, just a little campground by a spring.
Okay.
First time getting outside with Walker.
I like Lummy sitting on the picture of Lummy sitting on a park bench grilling on a little grill that's on the ground.
Where are these? I haven't seen
them
them
everywhere. They're all over the internet.
Oh, but Ashley.
I haven't seen the pictures either. Pitbull Labrador, $20.
Suggesting we might get some news tonight via social media. Remember, his Mideast envoy, Steve Witkoff, his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, arrived in Egypt today to be part of these negotiations that are going on indirectly between Israel and...
And you know Hamas, man, they are so beaten down. They're like, man.
Well, this would be.
we don't even have a leader because a guy. We're afraid to announce a leader because the guy will get killed tomorrow.
I mean, this is going to end Hamas if they give up their arms and stuff, which is what everybody wants.
Yes.
I don't know if Hamas. I don't know if they're still planning on trying to have a say or staying in power, but. What is it? The Palestinian Authority or somebody that could come in there and possibly start ruling.
I don't know, man.
They need help. They need help from Saudi Arabia, from Qatar.
It's going to be everybody.
These moderate countries to help bring in leadership. Don't have homegrown Palestinian leadership. Bring in outside leadership to help them craft a functioning government, a functioning nation, rebuild. There needs to be investment from the entire world into making this work. Infrastructure. They've got to be able to sustain themselves, but you do it in a modernizing way that takes these people from barbarians into a civilized society.
Right, into a structured government.
Yes.
Palestinian officials, Qatar's involved.
Instead of just, the guy with the best AK-47 skills, that can hide behind a sand dune and pick off a guy from 500 yards being your leader. Real leaders with real political views and real structure and way to get companies and industry involved in wanting to invest into your country and build infrastructure and jobs and tourism and things like assuring the world that listen, the Gaza Strip's a beautiful, geographically beautiful area.
We got 36 holes coming up on it in the next 5 years.
So, but am I right, Brian? Like getting the world to invest into major infrastructure and tourism and establishing that it's a safe place. That's what they need. That's what they got to have. Instead of a couple ragheads on the back of a Jeep with AK-47s, and those are that's your leader.
Yeah, that's like your 15, 20-year plan. Your 5-year plan is to get to establish good infrastructure and a functioning government, make things better. Then 10 years out, you start building the things that you can then turn into something, some sort of sustainable economy. And
do they try to take a page from Dubai? Dubai.
No, they don't have the real estate for that.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm talking about. I mean, it's like
it's not going to be a tourist destination. I think they just need a society where they're not trying to kill the people that are just on the other side of them.
Right.
That's kind of where they need to. They need to build a society where they're not teaching people from birth that we're going to kill the Jews that stole our land.
Scott Starpid said Gaza is the Tampa Bay of the Mediterranean.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Okay. Obviously, Israeli and Palestinian officials involved as well. And it was Egypt's President al-Sisi earlier today who invited the president to come to Egypt this week.
Let me look at that. Look at that podcasting table.
Oh, that's nice.
Man.
Too much, man.
That's
too much table.
50,000.
Weekend. If a deal is set to be announced, the president told reporters that he would go to the Middle East this weekend if a deal comes together.
Now, see, that's huge.
It's good to see CBS using that table.
Yeah. But wouldn't that be huge if Donald Trump, if he did travel there for the signing of this? I mean,
he's definitely going to be there.
Right.
Yeah. John.
So, Ed, so you think the president could travel? That's one of the options on the table.
Oh, he's got to.
No auto pen.
And would that then set up the next level of negotiations?
That's the expectation, because he was asked, will you go before hostages are released or only once they're released? And he suggested he would go either way if this kind of a first phase was agreed to. And so the White House earlier today had suggested he's considering that trip, and now we'll wait and see if it's going to happen for sure. But the signals
Hello?
What is?
I feel like we're doing like one of interns back there doing like a sound check.
Okay, we lost our Ed O'Keefe there with the breaking news that there is a...
And why was the camera shot even on this woman?
Who was that lady?
I think they're probably getting ready for the next segment.
The signal.
What scared white lady?
Okay, we lost...
She was coming in for the to Epstein victims segment they were going to run after that.
She was a victim?
She is leading the charge of the... She's the voice of the voiceless, Lummy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
When I returned, did you see Luke Bryant?
Or Zach Bryan?
Or, I'm sorry, yeah, Zach Bryant. He's come up with some... the country guy.
Yeah,
Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
A very isn't he one of the most popular country guys out there?
He's up there.
He is.
Him and Shabuzi.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
And Family Guy parodied it.
I'm not really familiar.
Yeah, I could tell by the confused look in your face.
Thank you.
You say it best when you say nothing at all.
I try to let my facial expressions do the talking.
Absolutely loves it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Sorry we couldn't make it.
Glad that it's a thing that was like add-ons too, so that are not compatible with other ones. So that he's now asking for add-ons because the box shows the add-ons.
Well, they know what they're doing. Those companies.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And it's a totally different connection.
The Hot Wheels ones?
Yeah, everything is like.
Or the NASCAR. It's a NASCAR set. Yeah.
Are you really going to be directing the porno house?
Me?
Yeah. No. What do you think about Naked Dodgeball?
I think it's a great idea.
You think it would play?
I just don't know how old all these ladies are. That's why I said we got to get their what they're willing to do.
What does age have to do with dodgeball?
The hips.
The hips? It's all in the hips.
I think they need to do a 360 challenge.
You want to put them through the combine?
No, it's the first one in the house to hook up with 3 guys whose age add up to less than 60. It's a 360 challenge.
Did you just make that up?
No, it used to be a thing amongst guys.
Why do we got segment 1 and 3?
How the fuck, man?
Talked about it twice, so we just said both.
I know, but wouldn't it be segment 2?
Well, because it was actual on segment 3.
So there's only 2 segments, 1 and 3.
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry, it was just segment 1, and it's the actual the list of the segments. So if they wanted maybe to go back, or if we need a reference to go back to it.
So there's segment 1 and segment 3.
Correct.
Perfect. Thank you.
What do you think of Taylor Swift's new album?
I think it's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it playing on just repeat. Taylor Swift's new record. New Facebook does have it on it. It's a cool one. What's up, John Kostika?
What's up, Johnny K? My man.
Oh, I think she's still killing it, man. Yeah, she's still doing stuff.
Yeah. You think she's having the best days of her life?
I mean, she probably never had to work another day in her life after Stan.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for giving me the best days of my life. Oh, just to be with you is giving me the best
Sounds like
days.
the Bee Gees.
Yeah. That's what Dido has been called the Bee Gees of her generation. Let's see what she's up to.
NC Surfer.
Dido Florian Cloud de Bonneville O'Malley Armstrong is her legal name. Did you know that?
What's that?
Her legal name is Dido Florian Cloud de Bonneville O'Malley Armstrong.
Where the fuck's she from? England?
United Kingdom, Kensington.
What's up with
She's
that?
royalty.
I'm going to email you something I need you to print for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Cause I wanna thank you.
Please don't go on wondering why. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. Even if I could, it would all be great. But the picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Yo, I'm sorry that I ain't friends.
Welcome to Fender Works, a full-service auto body repair and refinishing company located in Clearwater, Florida. From miter door dings to full collisions, they do it all. All of their repairs come with a lifetime warranty and satisfaction guarantee. They will beat any written estimate and will not lose a job over price. It's their honesty and down-to-earth approach that has separated them from the rest. They'll literally go out of their way to satisfy their customers. Go see Adam now for a free estimate, 727-542-6420 or FenderWorks.com, or go see their Fender Works Facebook page.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Jeremy and Candy Lummy working their magic. Got a new Bubba Army's MILF Mania girl today.
Awesome.
She's kind of like, I'm trying to look at her profile. She's like a, I think kind of like a bodybuilding chick.
By day and an OnlyFans model by night?
I think she's both. Like, I think.
Oh, wow. Nocturnal.
I'm going to get a couple pictures of her and I'll send to you. Okay. And that you could potentially send to me.
But is this OnlyFans going to stand the test of time, or is this going to be, the next thing that you are focused on before the next thing that you're focused on?
Well, I think that's
know.
My entire life.
I mean, the people want to know.
I mean, I think that's my entire. I think that's life in general. Like even you get focused on some stuff and then unfocus and then refocus, and I think this is going to be a very good thing. I think it's going to provide me a lot of great content for my OnlyFans and also for my show. And I think if that's the case, then I think it's probably going to have a longer shelf life than it's like saying our YouTube channel. When are we still going to stay? We always remain focused on that.
Well, yeah, but that's us doing the show every day. This relies on outside content and everything. I just wanted to see how it seems like you're pretty dedicated. I just didn't know if there was a point where you'd be like, okay, I'm over this. The subscriptions are fine. Where it's at, and I'm gonna worry about something else.
I think with OnlyFans, the minute that you put your guard down and you're not providing, just like I think it's much like the show. And that being said, if you're not constantly putting up new stuff, then you're going to quickly lose subscribers. So I think I can juggle them both, especially with the help of Jeremy and Candy. Jeremy just got me a new MILF today, which is unlike any MILF. This will be our 7th MILF, Lummy. And this MILF is like a...
Muscle MILF.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Like muscle milk, but...
Yeah, muscle MILF. And let me know. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sending it right now to my
So,
getting it done.
Bubba, are you going to start maybe doing like a one-off podcast where you interview these girls and find out more about them?
Yeah.
humanize them.
I'm
and
gonna
then
start-
Maybe
I'm gonna
we have
start-
maybe you have a podcast with all of them on together, talking about their lives and what they're into
Yeah.
and what they're getting into.
Yeah. Yes.
7 MILFs and a Bubba.
But like I could, and I can also have them, on the show. We could Zoom them occasionally on the show.
The MILF Diaries.
Be like, hey, we're gonna get one of the Bubba Army MILFs Mania chicks on today. This is the, let me see what her screen name is. I haven't been able. I'm not going to be able to get to this until after the show, and I got a podcast right after the show today.
I'm sending them to you now.
Are ya?
Yes.
It looks like her screen name is. Let me see here. Her screen name, and I'll be putting it up on our OnlyFans.
Is this Muscle MILF?
Yeah, this is Tiffany XX Rose. Spoil me, I'll spoil you. Kinky. That's what she says.
Oh my.
Yeah. So let me. And by the way, Macho Man, I think you can. Let me see. I think you can show these.
Do you think spotting her would be spoiling her, or do you think she wants more?
She wants protein.
Here we go. So you can, Macho Man, you can show this. This is one picture of Tiffany XX Rose. I think this is another picture of Tiffany XX Rose, and I think this is the final picture of Tiffany XX Rose.
Is it ROSE or ROWS?
I think
like
it's-
she's into the row, workout.
I think it's ROSE.
Okay.
So it's at Tiffany, 2 Y's, 2 X's, and an ROSE. Jeremy's going to give her my information to start giving me content that I can, put up on our OnlyFans page. So there you go, Lummy. This is the latest. And I can only imagine what she looks like nude and doing naughty stuff.
Soon you won't have to imagine.
I'll probably have some stuff by later today. So welcome, Tiffany.
XX Rose.
Tiffany with 2 Y's, 2 X's, and a Rose.
Maybe it's Tiffany 20 Rose.
I don't know.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, welcome.
She went Roman numerals
I think
on
she's
us.
my
7th MILFomania or the 8th?
She's the 7th. She's the 7th MILFomania.
Lucky number 7.
Congratulations, Tiffany. I'll have.
Can't wait to see your insides very soon.
I can't wait to see them guts. And I can't wait to have you at the MILFmania Content House. And you know why? We can have you as security. Any of the bitches get a little lippy? Tiff, come on there and give them the business. So welcome, Lummy. We got a new one today. Maybe we'll get a new one every day.
Tuttle and Colton should really do how they were in the tent at the content house outside of it. They should really do that.
They can maybe when I
at your MILF Mania.
Maybe when we do at MILF Mania Content House, we can have Colton and Tuttle be butlers again and serve the girls, like a fancy dinner or something like that.
Okay, well, yeah, that could work also.
Topless, a topless dinner. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
So the guys are topless or the girls?
No, for you would like the guys, but most people would like the girls.
Yes, most people subscribe to want the
Do you
girls.
like
Growing anger and distrust.
What?
You like seeing boobs just in like a regular everyday pumping gas, sitting, and eating. You don't like to see them in like a sexy kind of way.
I like boobs just naturally hanging.
No, I get that, but I'm just okay.
That's what you asked.
No, I'm just like you like them just doing regular things, like just household activities. You don't want to necessarily see a girl
I kind of like
that's
boob.
really.
Yeah, I like them swinging a little.
I mean,
bit
everything
too.
is better with boobs.
Yeah,
there's no
Uncovered.
activity that you can name that's worse with boobs involved.
Especially uncovered boobs. Like those are the best boobs.
Welding.
Like I kind of like. I like under boob.
Side boob, yeah.
I like under and side.
You like
boob.
them peeking out from under like a cut-off shirt?
Yes, but you can't see the nipples or the areola.
No.
You can just see the very under boob. That's hot.
We call it the bottom beef, or bottom meat.
Growing anger and distrust that the American people are feeling toward the Trump administration and what they're seeing on the streets of American cities.
Is this super assumed or something?
Yeah.
In the ICE raids has become so nearly.
It's a new strategy NBC News is trying.
And it's called the talking mouth.
What's happening?
They just do a ISO on the mouth.
Yep.
That way they can't get mad at it.
Universally disliked, that it has even reached the traditionally conservative world of country music.
So welcome, Tiffany XXX Rose. I'll throw some of her stuff up today on our OnlyFans, which is at the Bubba Army, and she's now, Lummy, the 7th member of the MILF Mania.
Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Zach Bryan released a clip of a new song on social media directly calling out the cruelty of mass.
See, Lummy, I don't know why if you maximize it, it gives you the super zoom gimmick. I don't know. Maybe I should just play it like this.
That's probably the way they exported it for the short.
Bryan, who served in the Navy for 8 years, is a country superstar. His music has reached 16.2 billion streams on Spotify. And just last month, he set the record for the largest ticketed concert in U.S. history. Listen to his new song.
My friends are all degenerates, but they're all I got. The generational story of dropping the plot. I heard the cops came. Cocky motherfuckers, ain't they? And ice is gonna come bust down your door. Try to build a house, no one builds no more. But I got a telephone. Kids are all scared and all alone. The boss stopped bumping the rock, stop rolling, my middle fingers rising, and I won't stop showing. Got some bad news, the fading of a red, white, and blue.
Notable at this moment. Notable.
Oh, the Crypt Keeper came in at the very end. I was like,
Interesting short right there.
Yeah, very interesting. And to me, I would think that I could be wrong, but the majority, I would think that a large portion of country music fans like ICE coming into their town and getting all the illegal immigrants and migrants out of town. I would think that would be very much maybe a more pro-country stance than anti.
Big and Rich have a counter coming out called "We're Coming to Your City." So,
to knock down your door.
ICE is coming to your city.
I'm gonna knock down that door.
All the brown-skinned people better be scared. Move swiftly.
I think this happened in Polk County.
It sure did.
And Grady Judd's jail.
Packing a thermos, like a Hogan thermos.
Oh my God! Well, look at. I don't know if I can blow that up or not. But if you look at it, so anyway, while being booked into a Florida County lockup on drug and trespassing charges, Walter Frymere.
I sent you Grady's press conference on this.
Now, does Grady show the X-ray? Does. Oh yeah, then that's what I want.
Yeah,
he probably pulls the thermos out himself live on the press conference.
Sitting next to a thermos
in a like a gallon Ziploc bag preserved. You know, because there could be some
fecal remnants.
Yeah, there could be fecal there could be fecal remnants. So is it the last story right here?
Yeah, the ex.
Is this it right here? No.
That's it.
You probably got to scroll down on your messenger. I can't see your messenger, but
okay, I'm trying to scroll down on my messenger. Let me see. I'm scrolling down on my messenger.
Can you drag your messenger over? I'll just resend it a bunch of times.
Oh, here it is. I got it. My messenger gets a little tricky, but it's not you. It's me.
Sorry.
Okay, bud?
Yes, sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
My fault. I take the L.
That's my bad.
No. I insist it's mine. I'm just waiting for the
of course
Foxfire buffer, Willie.
Will you close that out? That X, the sign in with Google X.
I don't even
at the bottom.
No, up top toward the
top.
Yeah. Oh, jeez,
nope, the other
come
right.
On, Macho. Other way, yeah.
So
come on, Macho.
Because Macho, I think Macho took my entire screen away.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like everything's.
You see the box that sign in with Google? There we go.
I got it to work.
Thank you.
So we arrested Walter Frymere. He's 51. We got a call that he was naked inside of a restroom.
That's NEKKID.
Yeah, N-E has it spelled one more time, Brian.
NEKKID. Naked.
Yes. Let's go back here to the great.
He's 51. We got a call that he was naked inside of a restroom at a public park. So we ask, is he naked or buck naked?
What's the difference?
Well, naked would be just his pants are down. Buck naked would be topless as well, I imagine. I don't know.
Has Grady had some work done, do you think?
I don't know. I'm not asking.
He saw Stephen Levine.
You know, you can be naked and still have your socks on. But if you're buck naked, you're totally naked. Well, anyway, our deputy gets there. The dude's got all of his clothes on. So we're nice. And we send him out of the park and trespass him and tell him we're not going to arrest you, even though people saw you here without any clothes on. We're going to give you a break.
Okay. Sounds reasonable to me, right?
Yeah.
Because, Brian, nobody can really, unless somebody has documentation, then at the end of the day, it's he said,
Right.
he said. So
Yeah.
cops just going to say, put your clothes in. We're going to trespass you. Don't come back to this park. Everything's good. Good cop work.
So what does he do? He goes across the street and hops up on what? The railroad train track and trespasses again, just as soon as we gave him the break.
Now, hold on. So if you just go and walk the railroad?
Yeah, CSX doesn't play, man. They don't want people on their railroad tracks.
No, is that for real?
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to be walking on a railroad track?
Correct.
Is that land owned by
CSX? Almost all of them are CSX in this area.
So what I'm saying is the land that they put rail on the is not just owned by, the city or the state. Usually the railroad company owns the land?
Yes.
Okay, I did not know that.
Most of the time.
So the deputy arrests him. We find out he's already got 25 prior arrest and been to state prison 5 times. So not only is he trespassed, we've got him in possession of meth.
Well, of course. I mean,
yeah,
it's Polk County.
What guy is going to be first at the public park naked, buck naked, and then once you give him a break, he goes to the railroad tracks and gets buck naked? There's only one thing that could cause that, and that's meth. That's completely, meth type decisions.
Well, I've talked about meth doing crazy stuff to you, right? You ain't gonna believe this. So we put everybody through a body scanner to make sure that they're not trying to bring guns and knives and drugs into the jail. Well, you might have thought Walter was bringing drugs into the jail. He brought a thermos into the jail.
People really love their Stanleys, though. I kind of get it.
No, what people really love is Grady's cue cards. Because, he's the best at it. He is the best. And, here's my thing. How could a man, this isn't a vagina that's made to stretch to have a child. Vaginas are might be the 9th wonder of the world on how big they can get to pop out that kid, but how they can snap right back. Give them a month or two, Brian, and those things are as good as new.
Well,
most
usually needs a stitch or two.
But most women,
what do they call it? Episiotomy?
I think we would all agree that vaginas are one of the most resilient parts of the body, based on the trauma they can take, how big they can get, and how they can usually snap back pretty good. They can accommodate a lot. Remember Naughty Alicia used to be able to accommodate a Nerf football?
Yes.
She could put a whole Nerf football there.
And snap it to you.
And snap it to you faster than the center from the Titans.
Kyler Murray wants that concussion.
Faster than the guy from the Cardinals.
Wait, is this a woman that?
No, this is a man.
That Willie Walter Fireman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And so here's what I'm saying.
Naughty
a
Alicia,
man. Naughty Alicia's a woman.
Right.
And she has a vagina.
Well, that's why I started thinking this guy might have a vagina and he's hoarding Stanleys.
I don't think that a man's rectum is ever engineered your vaginas are made, whoever created us and however we evolved, vaginas are made to pop out a kid. That's what they're made for. You build your kid there, and you get and it spits out your kid.
I'm just saying, if you want to keep your soup warm in a Stanley, this is not the worst way to do it.
What I'm saying is I can't understand how a man's rectum could ever, in a million years, accommodate this large. Now, this isn't a little thermos. This isn't, your kid's third grade thermos. This is Johnny construction worker going to work all day thermos. And how a man... Like, it's not a wonder you wouldn't... Like, what are all these organs and stuff that you have to go by in order to get...
It's like 90% air in there. You're
Is it
good.
really?
No, I'm joking.
That's right. He put it up the exit ramp. You know what I mean? A thermos about this size.
I like that he takes a sip. That's kind of gross.
That's kind of gross, Grady.
No, it wasn't this one. We saw that and we said, dude, what are you doing here? He said, well, I put that inside my body and he didn't swallow it 24 hours earlier. The deputy saved his life. Oh, and that was after Walter threatened to kill the deputy for arresting him.
That's another meth situation.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine meth had a lot to do with it getting up inside.
I gotta think meth. I think meth. This thing's chocked full of meth issues. To have the mentality that I can put this big of a thermos in my rectum probably had a lot to do with being on meth. Because if you're just a normal thinking man, you're like, there is no way I could ever accommodate that in my rectum. No way.
This guy's going to be popular in prison.
Take him to the hospital.
Hey, thermos boy, what? You got any time for me today?
I mean, he's been in prison 5 times. I imagine that his exit ramp is pretty well traveled.
Would you call it Wallard?
Yeah, I would imagine that the shoulder on his exit ramp is rather soft.
Right. He's got a 4-lane exit ramp instead of that standard 2.
Well, clearly.
We had to take him to the hospital. They had to find a specialist. It was quite the ordeal, but he's thermosless in the county jail today. I told you weren't going to believe it. Never seen it before. Have another drink of coffee.
Grady. Wow. No, I don't know, Lord. Allow me. All my stories went.
Oh,
I don't know. Okay, there you go.
In the background.
Okay. No, I think Macho Man hit. Maybe I hit the button. Let's just blame it on me because I am the most computer illiterate.
No, you're running OnlyFans great.
I can't get news stories to come up, but boy, I can tell you who my latest bodybuilder MILF bitch was.
Tiffany XXX Rose.
That's right, Tiffany XXX Rose. I'll be having some of her hot pics on Bubba on the Bubba OnlyFans here. Well, I got a podcast right after the show, Lummy, so it's going to be a while. Lummy, plus you got that gimmick to do for me, and I'm going to pay you.
Oh, yes, I know. I appreciate it. Can't wait to do it.
Is Lummy going to try and take a thermos this afternoon? See if we can prove that it can be done?
Put it on our OnlyFans.
Oh, God.
So this is the mayor of Chicago, your favorite and mine too. I would say he's probably the worst mayor in America.
And that's based upon your extensive research into all the bad mayors in America?
No, just the ones that happen to be across my news feed.
Well, the real Chicagoans that I talk to, that I communicate with, mostly black and brown, actually, tell me that you don't seem to know the difference between illegal aliens and real Chicago citizens. They feel that you are siding with the illegal aliens over them in their communities. And sadly...
William, let's get to the question.
Let's get to the question. The real question is simply this. I don't know how to make it any more direct. An illegal alien from Nicaragua grabbed a woman on the north side last week.
Is it a question?
Listen to the handler.
Grabbed a woman on the north side last week.
Is it a question?
Bashed her head into the sidewalk, knocked her unconscious, and raped her. If that had been your wife, Stacey.
Okay, all right, we're not going to answer it. Thank you. Thanks, William.
Would you want ICE to
to deport her?
All right,
To
let's
deport that
let's move on.
Yes or no?
Let's move on.
I mean, pretty good question. If that's your wife, Stacy, under those same circumstances, would you want ICE there to deport that Nicaraguan?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a question now, Brian. That is a question. That is a question. If that was your wife, Stacy, would you want ICE to be there to deport the bad guy? That's a question.
Yep.
That's in bounds.
Answer the question as a man, not as a mayor, but as a man. Would you want
thanks. Thank you.
to deport that rapist?
All right. Taman?
Okay,
Mayor.
That's the answer. That's the answer for real Chicago.
Mayor, sorry for being late. The traffic's bad. Maybe the feds could help.
You're not blaming me for the traffic, are you, Taman? Watch it. All right.
Man, to me, Chicago needs something. When Chicago was in its heyday, was it Richard Daley? I'm trying to think about when I lived in Chicago. Chicago was not downtown Chicago. You know, they had Cabrini Green and a couple areas that you stayed away from. But for the most part, man, Chicago proper was great.
What, the 80s?
Yeah, like 80. Let me look like 88 through 90.
I got a buddy who lives in Chicago, and he's not telling me that it's a hellhole or a hellscape. I think it's pretty much status quo for like the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, Daily from 89 to 2011.
He ran that town great. Richard Daley did. He was the man. There's none of this problems. You see the last white mayor?
I think.
Then they had Jane Byrne one time, and she had this brilliant idea where she was going to the worst area at the time, and I think they've shut it down now, was Cabrini Green. And she made this big PR thing that Cabrini Green was safe and that she was going to spend one night in a Cabrini Green apartment. And they brought in like 200 cops to completely rope off the area in the apartment that she was going to stay in. Let me see I'm going to go into words, but see if you can research Jane Byrne, mayor of Chicago, spends the night at Cabrini Green. Or send me I'll look up some Cabrini Green. Have you heard of Cabrini Green before?
Yeah. Yes.
It's bad. I went down there one time in the B96 van, and
you made it out though.
I didn't make it out because oddly enough, Brian, we were handing out the brand new Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation CDs, and the fine African Americans loved that. They loved it. That's what saved my life. We'll get to that. And did you see?
Please just take this CD. Leave me alone.
Don't stab
I don't have
me.
any money on me.
I don't got any money. I'm on the B96 street cruiser.
We weren't even here to give anything away, but here, take it.
Don't take the rims off the truck. I got to get this thing back. This guy was so fat. New West Palm Beach man had to be lifted by a crane from his apartment for medical attention. So this guy is so fat. I mean, just when I feel like I'm, fat.
You got this guy.
You got this guy.
You've never been lifted out.
They had to put him on like a pallet that they put refrigerators on. Then they had to get they're called lulls. LU. They're called it's what you move heavy stuff with on job sites, and they had to get a lull to move this fat ass out of his his apartment. We'll do that next. Let me see if you can find that.
I sent you the news story on the Cabrini Green.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
That's where I live.
She's going to move just 10 blocks west to one of the most overcrowded violent housing projects in the nation. It's called Cabrini Green. 14,000 people live here in a 6-block area. In the last few weeks, 10 have been killed and 35 wounded, most as a result of gangs shooting it out for control of the drug trade and prostitution. But some are innocent victims. Byrne says she and her husband will move in next month. She's been criticized for failing to live up to a campaign pledge to clean up the neighborhoods, but Byrne says the move to Cabrini is not political.
I'm really not afraid over there at all. And I think what you have to prove is that you don't have to be afraid. And I'd like to stimulate that with the people that live there. If people want to say that it's bill getting or whatever they want to say, then I would suggest that whoever says it take the next department.
Yeah, they got rid of it in 2011.
Yeah.
There's only 2 buildings left.
She gets sniped too. She no different. She just different color.
I mean, 14,000 people in a 6-block area.
That's a lot.
It's fucking too many.
What's up, Ziggy?
I mean, that's 90% of your problem right there. You got 14,000. How many people were in Terre Haute when you went there, Bubba?
60.
60,000?
Yeah.
So imagine a third of Terre Haute living in a 4-block area.
Yeah.
You'd have some problems. Are you a Portillo's fan, Seth?
No.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental
Because I don't do hot dogs
that'll
or
talk
beef.
about doing the
Oh, that's true.
process. A lot of times what they
My
do
family
is
likes
they'll
it.
do the surgery. And
Like
do
your
some
immediate
sort of-
family or your
No, my mom and dad and all that stuff. My
Oh,
brothers.
okay. What's the best pizza in Chicago? Is it Illuminati's?
Oh, man. I'd say so, dude, but I'm about over deep dish.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing about deep dish. It's like a once a year pizza, and you have one slice of it.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're trying to find a homeless guy to give it to him to walk back to the.
Yeah, you feel shamed because you're bloated and fucking full.
And these guys have 7, to-go boxes of pizza next to them.
Anyhow, can white concrete buildings. 15 or 16.
Xerxes says he'll never be over
They
it.
also added to the Cabrini extension, also known as the Reds, partly because of the
Well, thin bar pies is what that's what Dave Portnoy likes.
There's a place called Wrigley's on 4th Street that has great thin crust Chicago-style pizza.
Wrigley's?
Yeah.
Homes until new ones become available. Green's name and
You like Detroit-style pizza at all? I've never had it.
Jets Pizza.
Yeah, I haven't had it.
Jets Pizza is Detroit, I think, and I like that.
It is.
That's the sauce on the top, right? Cheese on the bottom, sauce on top. That's how Detroit
It's a
does it.
square.
Square pizza.
It's square, but I think it's cheese with the sauce on top.
I don't recall. I went to Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza last night. I love that place.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't like the. Sometimes you get a little too much black on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Scrape it off. I go there for the whole
Rectangular
salad.
thick, which is baked in a deep seasoned steel pan, crispy to the edges, chewy, sauce on top. Yeah, I was right.
What's up,
I mean, you gotta
Kabuki?
print out what I sent you.
Yeah, I got it.
What's your favorite pizza, Bubba?
I was trying to make it easier to read, Bubba. I have it. It's printed. You
Okay.
want it now or just wait?
Late.
Okay.
What's your favorite style of pizza, Bubba?
All. No, like
Like if you had to choose between like
Totino's.
Chicago, Detroit,
no, I like
New
thin,
York.
I like thin crust with everything but anchovies.
Like literally everything.
Yeah.
The kitchen sink on it.
Double meat.
Double meat, double cheese, double sauce.
It's like a pizza sandwich.
But you almost have to send it through. You almost have to send it through 2 times.
Yeah, because when you're putting that much stuff
hard to-
on it,
yeah.
it gets too wet and floppy.
Yep.
Like that guy's rectum.
I wonder if you cooked it a little bit.
Dude, that's such a bullshit story, dude. I think Grady's making up crap now.
Oh, but that's slandering that specific.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me thank you to you and Big Red for doing that little project for me today.
Oh, of course.
My
Thank you.
slaves, if you will.
My white slaves that I pay.
Thank you.
My white slave.
Why do we need to differentiate based off race there?
White slaves that I pay.
You already said your head slave is going to be Ty J.
No, he runs the slaves.
Well, that's for you. Against his will, apparently.
Let me remember. Seth, when did your family leave Chicago?
Before the libs took over, I think they left in 1985.
Okay, so I got there in 89. So you guys are already gone.
Yeah.
I got there in 89, and it was like the unspoken rule that you. And I lived at McClurg Court, I think it was 630 McClurg Court, which is right there on what they call the Gold Coast, Lake Point Towers, Navy Pier, Lakeshore Drive. I lived there, but it was only about 10 to 15 blocks away. On the south side was this infamous Cabrini Green, recognized as one of the most violent neighborhoods in the history of America. And you said, Brian, they shut it down in 11?
Yeah, they pretty much got rid of all but 2 buildings in 2011.
And I don't know if they've redeveloped it. I don't know.
It's redeveloped.
It is?
Yeah, it's mixed use luxury high-rise stuff, yeah.
I mean, is it nice stuff? I mean, nicer than this?
Way nicer. Yeah, they still have some problems, but it's a lot better. And
So-
it's been integrated with the rest of kind of downtown, like the safe areas.
So when I don't know what year this was, but Jane Byrne was a one-time. She only made it through one term, mayor of Chicago, and she wanted to show the Chicagoans. Is it Chicagoans? Yeah, Chicagoans. That she was going to clean up Cabrini Green, and Cabrini Green wasn't near the black eye on the city, or the bad rap that Cabrini had given the city of Chicago. It was way over embellished. It was safe. And as a PR deal, she was going to get an apartment in Cabrini Green on one of the towers. I think there were like 8 towers back then. And she was going to spend a week or so at Cabrini Green. And here's the news. And everybody was like, she's going to have 900, she's going to probably take the entire floor of one of these high rises and have cops there's no way she's just going to move in organically and live there. And so everybody was calling BS on her. This is the news story that accompanied it.
Mayor Byrne lives on Chicago's Gold Coast in an area called the Magnificent Mile.
That's where I lived.
It's next to Lake Michigan.
Back in 1989, Brian, a studio, which is basically just a kitchen, a small living room, a bathroom, and a bedroom. That's it. And with in between the kitchen and the living room, a small little area you could put a dinette set. That was $1,200 back then in 89. Like in one of these buildings right here.
$1,200 a month?
Yes. Which is quite a bit for back then.
Yeah, McClurg. I'm looking at the studios here now. I've got 630 McClurg pulled up, and
I was
they have
on
Studio 1 baths.
Yeah, so that's what I was. Studio 1 bath, and it was $1,500. It was $1,500 back then. What are they now?
Looks like they're only selling for like $300,000 a unit.
Oh, mine were rentals. Mine were rentals.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here if I can find some good real estate listings.
In one of the wealthiest
52
parts
floors.
Yeah, I was on floor 38, which overlooking Navy Pier. This is kind of like where I was. Great view. Soon as you brought a chick. See, let me. The trick was to have your windows open.
Of course,
your curtains open, so as soon as she walks in, then she sees, the Chicago skyline. Usually, the panties came right off.
Oh yes, I lived in Sky Point. It was super easy. Once I got them back to my place, it was a done deal.
And I lived in my TR Verde deal. I mean, as soon as they saw the 500-gallon fish tank and the 18 by 18 marble, panties were off. Usually, panties off, pants down, oral.
Oof. City. She's going to move just 10 blocks west to one of the most overcrowded, violent housing projects in the nation.
I mean, it was bad.
It's called Cabrini Green. 14,000 people live here in a 6-block area.
Now, that in itself, Brian, is overcrowding at its finest, is it not?
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster, no matter...
That many people, no matter if you're affluent or not, that many people in that small of a space?
Yeah.
Woo!
In the last few weeks, 10 have been killed and 35 wounded.
Yeah, in just the last 2 weeks, 10 killed, 35 wounded. You don't think you got a problem?
Most as a result of gangs shooting it out for control of the drug trade and prostitution. But some are innocent victims.
Back in the good old days, Lummy, where you could do whores and drugs. And you know.
And 10 people died a week.
Don't call them whores.
Yeah, please.
No, hey, when we're talking about ladies that are not associated with my OnlyFans, we can say that.
I thought whores was banned after Tuttle's apology yesterday.
When talking about women that are part of my life or the show's life, you're not to be called a whore. If you're just
any other woman is a whore.
Not the ones in Cabrini Green.
Could be.
This was one of these. He'd been practicing on the drums behind a covered window. Someone fired blindly through that window. Potts was killed. One shooting victim talked about how these things
Ironically, he was practicing shot through the heart.
Just getting.
And you're to blame.
That's their best song by far.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Probably getting new guns and want to test them out on somebody.
Burns says she and her husband
Great soundbite, by the way.
will move in next month. She's been criticized for failing to live up to a campaign pledge to clean up the neighborhoods, but Burns says the move to Cabrini is not political.
I'm really not afraid over there at all. And I think what you have to prove is that you don't have to be afraid. And I'd like to stimulate that with the people that live there. If people want to say that it's vote getting or whatever they want to say, then I would suggest that whoever says it take the next apartment.
Cabrini residents have mixed.
Now that's the mayor, the white, doing this for PR stunt mayor. That's what she says. Now, when they go into the bowels of Cabrini Green and ask the people what they think about it, this is what they think about it.
Emotions about having the mayor as a neighbor. She can get sniped too.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Oh, girl, she is not playing, man. What about the mayor? Hold on. What about the mayor moving in next to you?
She can get sniped too. She not no different. She just a different color.
The mayor says she'll live in Cabrini as long
Brian, that's some tough times right there when the kids are saying it.
Yeah.
as it takes to clean it up. Carol Bogart for ABC News.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Bubba?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Hey, three things. One, the Chicago citizens would pay to have Beetlejuice back as their mayor right now.
Lori Lightfoot.
Two, they'd pay to have her back right now for what they have there at the moment. And she was bad, but I usually think it get any worse than her, but it got worse with the guy they have now. And two, there's two things you'll never see in this world, Bubba. That's a black man leading a KKK meeting and a worn-out vagina in a junkyard.
Wow. When can you start working here, sir? We need some more material.
We need some more joke writers, my friend. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Jesus.
Here is.
Can I? No.
Go ahead.
I don't know. What's the thing? What's the joke?
Yeah, I don't get the second part.
I don't either. That's why I
worn out vagina at a junkyard. Is he saying there's no women at a junkyard and there's no black people at a KKK meeting?
At junkyards, there's no use for them.
So you're saying that a worn out vajay never goes out of style?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
Maybe he's saying nobody gets rid of a used up vagina. Like everybody will just keep it.
But why do you have to add the black leading the KKK? I feel like he could have done the joke without that
because
part.
He's a white trash racist son of a bitch.
Well, he said you don't see him leaving a KKK meeting. It really wasn't racist per se. It was observational humor. I mean, I think George Carlin would think that was a good joke.
What do we rate his joke out of 10?
Oh my God, a 0.2.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, is zero in play?
It's in play, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, we're sitting here baffled by it, and we know pretty much. I mean, we're like, what? I think the only guy that thinks that thing's funny is him.
Okay, it says it's because things that we'll never see. So we'll never see. Okay.
Medicare for all my.
It says Medicare for all my dick. No one else should have to pay for this pile's medical bills. So he's
like, what's he saying about his penis here?
No, he's.
So it's long line with that jokes.
Let me. I'm a little.
But he's saying this guy Phil Labonte he's saying like Medicare for all my.
You like Medicare my ass?
Yeah.
Like he's saying we shouldn't be giving Medicare for all because this guy is a fat pile of nothing.
This guy would ruin
Why
it for everyone.
Why can't he say that?
Well, he's saying it.
Medicare for all.
My dick. There maybe should be a comma in there, Brian.
That's what I'm saying. Like the period throws me off. Medicare for all my dick. Like I'm like, are you talking about your penis?
No, it's just like, oh, yeah, you want to raise my ass, right?
Ass. I don't know, man. I think it's horrible writing.
We'll take it up with the author.
Phil Labonte.
So here's this fat ass.
Oh boy.
In West Palm Beach that's so fat, and he has to go to the doctors. So they put him on a pallet that they would like transport, like a refrigerator or a freezer or something really heavy.
500 reams of paper.
Yeah. And then they got like, if you look at they got like the industrial strapping here that they would like, I don't know.
Can't the doctor just come to him at this point?
He probably needs some scans.
He probably needs.
They don't. You don't think it's easier to get these machines out of there?
I don't know.
I know that's not cheap, but.
And secondly, like, and I mean, this comes.
I'm waiting to see where this goes.
I'm saying, like, at what point do we like
just shoot him and put,
Yeah.
Put him out of his misery.
Like, at what point do we say let's stop
these guys and guys like Bad Bunny, right?
At what point do we say let's burn a timeout on providing health care for this guy and let him fend for himself and die naturally, because it's going to be millions and millions of dollars to get this. I mean, I don't even know that this guy's savable.
They had to do because he had a sudden medical crisis.
Yeah, the sudden medical crisis is, I mean,
it all starts with short walks.
He was unable to get out of his house because he couldn't get down the stairwell or exit through doors.
This is Gilbert Grape all over again.
And if you're this dude right here,
who's filming, man?
One of the neighbors.
I know.
But look they literally, Lummy, got like an industrial steps towing.
Oh, it's an apartment. I didn't know. Oh, okay.
And I think they had to get up. I think he lives up here.
Yeah, he lives on the third floor.
Because he was so fat he couldn't walk down one flight of stairs. They had to. This is just to excavate, whatever. This is just to get him off the balcony of his second floor apartment. And who's paying for all this?
So Wizzy,
we are.
Wizzy brings up a good point. She said this man is profoundly mentally ill. We wouldn't put a skin and bones man on TV and laugh about his struggle.
That's true.
Okay, but fat people
fat's funny.
Fat's funny. Fat's funny.
Do you think that the neighbors help take care of him?
No.
You don't
think everybody's disgusted by him. I think the neighbors, maybe when they go to the grocery store, they bring him like, a 12-pack of drumsticks.
But he's got to have a caretaker if you can't.
Yeah, something's going on here. I mean, it is clearly a medical condition to eat yourself to death like this.
I mean, I tried and I failed, but I'm just saying. I mean, at what point does your family say, hey, listen, I mean, this guy's never going to amount to nothing?
I don't think we throw in the towel on people unless, we have to take them off life support. I think when people are I feel like when people are alive, we try not to throw the towel in on them.
I mean, instead of 50 Big Macs, can we cut them down to 30?
I don't know what this guy,
how it happens, yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
There was probably a point where he was caring for himself, and then you reach that literally
the point of no return.
Yeah, the burger that breaks the camel's back.
And listen, man, and this comes from a somewhat reformed fat guy, and the fact that I probably have a food addiction. Well, I know I do. Look at me. I'm not Johnny Health. I'm not Johnny Skin and Bones. I'm Johnny 305. And I wish I was Johnny 245. But I just can't seem to do it.
You're the real Mr. 305.
But I can still, Lummy, if I lived on the second floor, I could walk down those stairs
Well, he can't get out the door though.
I can still travel.
Yes.
Are they going to put him back in the same place?
Yeah, once he gets gun going to the hospital,
I'd probably put him on a ground level unit at this point.
At this point, you got to get a hold of the apartment complex and say, "Hey, listen,
Yeah.
can we get a ground floor?"
I can only
But I
imagine
don't know,
what the
Brian.
apartment
I
smells
don't even
like.
know, Brian, that he can. I think they have to load him into the ambulance here. I don't think that he can even walk and get into a car.
No,
I don't
there's
think
no
he can.
way
I don't
his
think
legs
he
can support that mass.
Yeah, I don't think he can fit in a car.
Well, no, he's not going to.
Do they put him on a flatbed?
It's on a flatbed. If you look, there's a flatbed.
So they put him on a flatbed. You might want to burn a timeout on your caloric how many calories you're eating when they have to transport you on a flatbed wrecker like you were an '86 Hummer.
Man, what's the best way to jumpstart weight loss for that? I mean, do you
put him into a home where he can't get? He just gets insures and the minimal nutritional requirements to not die and start losing weight.
But like, do you do surgery? Do you do lipo? Do you is there an initial you have to take off, or you just have to start working it off yourself?
They'll probably do like a bypass gimmick.
When you're that large, but
they might even be. You know what? When you're that large, Brian, they may not even be able to do that.
When you're that large, your basal metabolism, even though he's not moving much, it's just getting any small amounts of movements. Even if he's moving his arms up and down, the amount of energy it takes for him to do that is tremendous.
He could lose like 2 pounds just by doing some arm lifts.
If you have a calorie restricted diet with movement, initial movement exercises, just to what bare minimum, it's going to take a lot of time, but that's how you do it with somebody this large.
So if they would weigh him and they'd say, okay, you have to eat 50,000 calories to maintain your weight. Anything under than that, you're going to gradually lose a little bit of weight. So you say, well, you know what? We're going to cut you down to 40 and put a little bit of movement in you. Right, Brian? That's, unless they can do a surgery on the guy, wire his mouth shut, I don't know. I just know it's time to burn a timeout in life when this is how they have to take you to the hospital.
You feel bad for him?
I do feel bad for the guy. But there's also a part of me that says, where is your family, or where are your loved ones when you're 500 pounds and you can still walk barely?
So
it's like the same thing as saying, like, where's your family when you were an alcoholic, or you were on it's clearly an addiction,
and you have enablers around you,
right?
Now, so for somebody who's 6 foot tall, 850 pounds, which I'm guessing this guy's somewhere around there.
I think it's 1,000.
Well,
let's just say, let's just use your analogy.
A 45-year-old male, 6 foot tall, 850 pounds. Their basal metabolic rate just sitting there every day is 4,780 calories.
Yeah, so
that's the minimum he needs just to sustain his weight. Yeah.
So if he eats 3,000 calories, he's going to lose weight.
Well, that's what you would start him, and then you would eventually get him down to 2,000 or 1,500.
Right.
And making sure they're good, dense, nutritionally dense calories, and then have him do
with some activity,
minimal movement, like little to no exercise. He's probably burning 5,700 a day.
They say he's doing 600 pounds.
600? That's it?
That's all. Man, what a quitter. At 600, you should still be able to walk.
36.45.
And so, does insurance cover every?
Yeah, probably.
It covers the lift. I mean, it covers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, or the guy will die.
I know. Look, it's a whole scene. Puts
a whole new meaning to ordering yourself a lift.
They got to have workers there, OSHA, hard hats.
Yeah, it's never good when you need a general contractor to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
man, that's a tough scene.
Yeah, that's rough.
We're running late.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
So when do you head back to O-Town?
Tomorrow after the show.
You like the vibe and the culture there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they a bunch of like 20-year-old kids?
No. No, there's some younger people there, but there's definitely some older people. It's the same as radio. A lot of weird people.
Okay.
A lot of nerds.
Thank you for making it easier for me.
It was a mess. Macho and I were looking at it like, what the? Yeah. Hey.
But I like, I like to be, that's where I feels normal to be around weird people. And they got the desks that move up and down.
Oh.
Doing a lot of standing and sitting.
What type of studios do they have? Like, do they have multiple studios?
They have a couple. They have like 3.
I was gonna say most breakers have about 3 these days.
Yeah, they have
they
3.
want to be on multiple platforms at once, doing multiple breaks.
Yeah, they have 2 YouTubes and a Fanatics.
I got an Ashton Genty Eminent out of 50.
What's that worth?
Not much.
On Wednesday,
I gotta stop buying stupid shit late at night.
We also now know that it was concerns from students in that class that prompted the school to call 911. Now, parents I spoke with tell me they are not just concerned about the lack of communication from the school around this incident, but also for their students.
They're in Apopka, Permagrom. They're in Apopka in Altamont.
Kids how the school, the last thing she'd ever expect to hear is what her son told her while getting off the bus Wednesday.
He looked visibly shaken and upset, and I asked what had happened today. And
They're in like
he
a strip mall?
His
Or is that just their store?
Was clearly on drugs and was
The store's in a strip plaza.
Yeah. But that's not where they do what you're doing from.
No, that's their card store.
Did you go into the store yet?
I had my interview there.
Followed her, and I guess found her, and she says to him,
Is the place not far from there?
Why are you off your
About
leash?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There just wasn't any reason.
Yeah,
for me
you're
to
way
be
the
there.
fuck up there. It's quicker for you to almost to cut across, huh? So you take the 429.
I took that home to get on I-4 yesterday, and it took. I was home in like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. I will warn you this: if there's ever like a huge accident on I-4 and you got to take 50 across, be very careful in Claremont and Muscogee or Mascot. They are the ticket capitals of Central Florida. Like 90% of the revenue is generated from traffic tickets from people cutting through.
Yeah, they were all. Well, they were all over I-4 yesterday.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying those small town
Yeah.
cops in like Groveland, Claremont, Muscogee, that whole strip there of 50 is just, you can't fucking speed there. Because there'll come a time when I-4 is a parking lot and you got to take 50 to 75 down, and yeah. Or 50 to 589 now you can do, which is nice.
Yeah, they got a lot of toll roads, a lot of just ways to get in and out. Thanks, Jay Bowler.
Somebody said there's a guy named Chris Clem who used to be head of CBP, and that you look a lot like him. Do you have a relative named Chris Clem?
Mm-mm.
BS, I haven't. I don't really have like a huge appetite when I'm away.
He doesn't
But
look anything like Bubba.
Was it because of goatee?
I don't know. Look.
I like a good recommendation.
You see it?
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Yes, today is my last show, Anthony.
The swan song, if you will.
Let's take in this last 10.
Whether you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Sunbelt Rentals is committed to making it easy to get the tools and equipment you need. With a vast network of locations across the U.S. and Canada, no one brings more yes to your project. Our broad inventory and dedicated team of experts makes equipment rental absolutely available, positively reliable, and unquestionably easy. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve your equipment or find a location near you.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios.
Aquabito.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
When we get some time, we got to talk about that box deal.
Yes, we do.
The mystery boxes? The Bubba Army?
No. Don't even try to go down to our path. It's strictly business. It's nothing that you can Brian up and schmarmy and try to be funny.
Well, I can make anything funny.
Not this. This is business. Do they need like an invoice or something like that?
Yeah. I'll talk to you after.
Okay. 47-year-old substitute teacher from Vermont was acting crazy. Kids were complaining on her. Cops rolled up on her. I think she had like all types of cocaine right there in the classroom.
Police found cocaine on the belongings of 47-year-old Melissa Martin that were in her.
What are these substitute teachers thinking? That I can just continue my habit while taking care of kids?
Well, did they say it was on her? Like it was on her? Like it was like dusted on her? I mean, like it was in her pocket?
Yeah, in her pocket.
Okay.
Classroom while she was subbing on Wednesday.
Hey, doesn't this television station have like a little bit better ear IFB technology instead of looking like? Can you see the earpiece that she's wearing?
She was with an 8th grade.
She's cute too, man.
She has small ears.
Cute as hell, but look, it looks like she's got a wine cork in her ear.
Yeah, she's a petite little thing, I bet.
That were in her classroom while she was subbing on Wednesday. She was with an 8th grade class at the time, and we also now know that it was concerns from students in that class that prompted the school to call 911. Now, parents I spoke with tell me they are not just concerned about the lack of communication from the school around this incident.
I don't know if the farmer flannel works or not. It maybe kind of does work for me.
I think it works for her.
I think so.
Also for their student safety as they went back to class today.
I think she's a smoke show. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah. We need to get her on the Bubba Army MILF Mania.
Yeah.
Her kids, how was school? The last thing she'd ever expect.
Jeremy's working on this Brazilian chick right now for MILF Mania.
Next to hear is what her son told her while getting off the bus Wednesday.
He looked visibly shaken and upset, and I asked what had happened today, and he said that his substitute teacher was clearly on drugs and was acting crazy. Those were his exact words.
Brittany's son, an 8th grader in Barrytown, tells his mom that
what a real low rent production.
Yeah, but at least they're not showing weeds.
I know, but like you can at least couldn't you show like B-roll of the high school track or something, or of the school?
I don't know. It makes you really listen to what Brittany has to say.
His substitute teacher was clearly on drugs and was acting crazy. Those were his exact words.
Brittany's son, an 8th grader in Barrytown, tells his mom that his substitute teacher, 47-year-old Melissa Martin, had been nodding off during class.
Doesn't cocaine make you not off? Like, doesn't that give you energy usually?
But by the way, Bubba, I don't think the listeners can see this story.
Is Macho not?
Yeah.
It's up.
Okay. Now it is.
Says when Martin abruptly ran out of the classroom, concern led him to follow her.
So he followed her and I guess found her, and she said to him,
John Riggins go there?
Looks like it.
"Hey, Teddy, why are you off your leash?" And my son was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, Teddy, get back inside." He was concerned and later found out that Teddy is actually her dog's name.
District Superintendent Joanne Canning
She was
says
on
Martin
some good
has
stuff.
been
Man, she was on some good chotch where she thought the kids were her dogs and the kids should be on leashes like her dog.
permanent substitute in the district for about 3 years. Students' concerns prompted the school to call 911 just before 11 Wednesday morning. Police say Martin's unusual behavior was linked to cocaine use.
Do we get to see a picture of her? Did they book her?
It is nothing that we have dealt with in my nearly 30 years here.
Police say they found the drug on Martin's jacket and backpack in the classroom.
We have cited her for our possession of cocaine and reckless endangerment based on the fact that she was under the influence while she was in control of the students in her classroom.
Canning says...
Like Brian, that's a kicker, ain't it? Like if you're in charge of children and they find you impaired, I think that's an additive, isn't it?
Yeah,
like a
Yeah, we do try to protect the children sometimes.
Despite the concerning situation, parents should feel confident that their students are safe at school.
The person is not at school now. I do have some personnel steps I need to take. The parents should feel totally confident that their students are safe.
But Brittany
I want to see the booking photo.
Says she wants more reassurance her students are in responsible hands when they go to class.
Where was the vetting? Why is there not drug tests done? Why are we not following up and making sure that these adults who are around?
Because you know what? They can barely keep the doors open, let alone the added cost of vetting and giving drug tests to every,
Doesn't blow out of your system in 48 hours?
Yeah, for the most part.
Our children are safe because the utmost priority should be our children's safety.
Just to reiterate what the superintendent
I have a cork in my ear.
said
with a farmer's flannel that works.
there. She would not get into the specifics about what will be happening to Melissa Martin's employment, but says there are personnel steps.
Man, Channel 5 really dropped the ball by not showing her.
I'm on
booking. Like I want to see her.
I'm looking for it, and I don't think anybody has it.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
At least it's not public. Maybe the rules are different in Vermont on releasing booking photos or whatever. But I'm not seeing anybody who has a photo of this Melissa Martin chick.
There will be no blizzard today. Sorry.
Yeah, I gotta go to the
Brian's got to
oncologist
go
with my
take
mom.
care of his mom. Seth's got to go to bed. This will be the only week where we have been lax on podcasting. We will resume it next week. I am recording a podcast in about 30 minutes with a guy that was on the Ian Beck podcast. I think he's been on Matt Cox. I think he's been on Danny Jones. So I'm not going to release the name right now, but he's a career criminal.
Is he with Danny Douglas?
He got charged for killing his wife.
Oh my!
Ooh. And spent time in prison until he was able to clear himself. So it's really good stuff. It was his wife's current boyfriend, and he killed him. Should be pretty good. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
I could have worn up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.